out without calling me gay? Can you hang out without getting without being removed? Let's see. I guess we'll find out. Shit. I don't even know when I came back. I don't know how much battery I have. I don't care. Good enough. Ah, shit. We got some of that shit. Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah. Media mob. That's what it is. That's why people are so stupid. You believe. Rachel Maddow! Rachel Maddow! He's a real fucking genius, yeah. Boy, you guys are doing great with your freaking people. You're doing great. Yeah. Commie, Marxist, Socialist, Mandami. Yeah. Not you voted for him, so hey, whatever. Good luck. That's why I'll never live in New York City. Well, not to mention the fact that it's so fucking expensive. I mean, if I had to live there, I would. But I'd be making so much money, it wouldn't matter. I'd have a penthouse. Or at least a really nice apartment. I wouldn't be living in a fucking one bedroom, or not even bedroom. I've seen some of the hotels there, and they cost a lot of money. So, you know what it's like to live in New York. It's like to live in any big city. Here we go. Here we go. What's this guy? Oh, you're from Pakistan. No, I'm not giving you my fucking phone number. What are you fucking out of your mind? Are you fucking kidding me? You think I'm giving you my fucking phone number? Get the fuck off. You know, as a matter of fact, I ain't even gonna ban you. It's just stupid. We're stupid. You think I'm gonna give you my phone number? Get me the fuck out of here. And you're from Pakistan, really? Oh, hey brother, I'm a terrorist. What the fuck? Yeah, but this is the next follow-up question. Yeah. What's happening? Anyways, see, that wasn't a bad question. I don't know why it was held. How's it going, man? What's up? You see, there's some guy. I'm from Pakistan. I want your phone number. I need your phone number. Yeah. Saudi Arabia is here, too. Wow, we got all kinds of people, huh? Wow, coming from all over the fucking four corners of the world. Man. Maybe he wants to, maybe he wants to message your mother. I don't know. Yeah, okay. All right. There you go. See ya. Good job. Even though you already stopped. Playing music, going fishing, playing golf. In my free time, shooting guns. Yeah, going to the range. Fishing. For the most part, it's fishing. But thanks for the question. I ain't even gonna fucking acknowledge that question. I am not even gonna acknowledge these questions. People are already in mind stupid. Just ridiculously stupid people. Because they know they're fake, number one. You think I don't know you're fake? Give me a break. This guy, I'm from Palestine. Yeah. Gotta go back to Palestine. Mm. Tell them you're gay, by the way, when you're in Palestine. Next time you're there and they won't buy your boxing gloves, tell them you're gay. You won't have to worry about selling your boxing gloves anymore. Never here. Great. Thanks. You don't love me over here. Yeah. Nah, it ain't. As a matter of fact, that's bunk. It was all in Texas. Speak my filthy language. Mean like go fuck yourself? You just said you're from Palestine. I wasn't talking to you, pal. Get fucking with the program. Get with the program. Somebody just said they were from Palestine. I wasn't fucking talking to you, you dumbass. Jesus Christ. See? Definitely Palestinian. Fuck Israel. Oh no. We hate Israel. Oh no. Yeah. That's why we chop women's breasts off, behead people in front of their families, and kill children and burn them in ovens. Yeah, Palestine is a really great country. I wish I lived there. Not. Yeah, see you later. That's a stupid question, too. Really? Give me a break, LeBron. LeBron, MJ, are you kidding me? LeBron sucks. He ain't even close to being Michael Jordan. I wouldn't know. I never dated Alex Jones. Don't even know who he or she is. Don't know. And how'd you get the first crown? Man, anyways, we'll just do this. We'll just do this. There you go. Now you can deal with it. Yeah. I don't give a fuck where he's from. He's not from Israel. You're shitting me. He's not from Israel. He's not Israeli. LeBron James is not Israeli. It's bullshit. That's a big crock of shit right there. What's up with you propaganda lying fucking pieces of shit? Oh, he funded you? Funded you to what? Funded you to what? Nothing. Liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Bomb, 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 Iran. Is that what, did he sing that song? Bomb, 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 Iran. Did he sing that song to you? Is that what makes you think that? He's Pakistani. That was, first he's Israelite, now he's Pakistani. Now he's a freaking goddamn black dude that grew up in America. That's how he's here. Jesus Christ. Fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Too funny. These guys really think I'm that dumb. And by the way, give me a like, subscribe. You'll see this all day long every time I go up. I start at 5 usually. Sometimes I'll go on in the afternoon, but afternoons don't seem too. Yeah. Yeah. No, I would not have stood up next to Joe Biden. No, wouldn't have done it. I wasn't fake like Kamala. Sorry. Mm. Yeah. Oh, we got somebody that knows what they're talking about for a change. What island? The plane, Fantasy Island? No, never went there. The plane, boss, the plane. Fucking hilarious. Guffel's getting ready to come on, so we're gonna get here to laugh, and we're gonna watch Guffel together. If you want to stay, if you don't, go away. I don't care because I'm watching Guffel. I did not. No, I did it myself. It's actually feeling better. I did it myself. Worked on it for about an hour last night. I was hurting. Yeah, that fucking that nerve in my neck is not doing well. I got some Voltaren cream too. It's like rub on aspirin, so I did it myself. I wish I could have got a massage. That would have been nice. Jesus, probably would have fallen asleep during it. But yeah, see now you say it, I'm still sore, but it's not hurting when I don't touch it. If you touch it, it hurts. So I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. Mm. Anyways, ignore the trolls. Mm. My birthday was over last week, so nobody gives a fuck about you, including your parents. Even though they let you live in their basement, or your mother, I should say. You probably don't have a father. You probably left the minute you were born. You probably saw your face. It was like, I'm the fuck out of here. I ain't dealing with that fucking punk ass little bitch. So we left. And now you have no father. So, anyways, anyways, who cares? How stupid can the questions get? How stupid can these people get? Apparently, pretty fucking stupid. Apparently, another stupid comment. Stupid, stupider, stupidest. No, they're stupids. Yeah, stupidest, stupider, stupidest. Stupider again. They're just trying to prove we can be stupider. We're doing a pretty good job at it, too. Yeah, fucking, I'm rude. You got a stupid comment. So, you get Stupid Comment of the Night award. I'll give that to you. You get that. If I had a medal, I'd give it to you, but fortunately, I don't have to look you in the eyes because if I did, I'd knock your ass out. Yeah, Jesus Christ. You fucking morons. Yeah. I flew the plane. Let the trolls go off. Ah, shit. We just did a nose spray. You're fine now. Yeah. Keep watching. Keep watching what happens. Mm. You look like you sleep in your mother's bed, and when you're done in her bed, she throws you back down to the basement. You mad because you didn't get any tomato soup tonight? Mm. The hate inside me. I got no hate inside me. Really? The only hate I got is right here. Right here. There's all the hate. There's no hate in me. Mm. Nigga. Negativity. Yeah, thanks, man. God isn't blessing me right now. I hate to fucking break it to you, but nope. No, she's hot. Ah, what a cute puppy dog. Oh, beautiful puppy dog. Oh, he's a cutie. It's a terrier. Mm.
gently air dried, packed with real canine superfoods to help your dog develop puppy-like energy, smoother digestion, healthier joints.
It's called a cigarette.
Thousands have already made the switch.
Poor Papa Dog. Yeah, Papa Dog needs a home. Shit, I wish I could do it. I'd love to take a Papa Dog in, but I don't want a Papa Dog right now. I'm good. I wish I could. I just pet a couple today. People were walking puppy dogs up and down my street. And it was beautiful out today. So, I'm gonna bark and playing. Whatever. Believe me, I'm trying. Here we go. There we go. It's over. Here comes my buddy. Whatever. What do you think I've been doing, man? I think I haven't been here before. Sean Smith. That's funny. He's a Democrat. Doesn't know what he wants to think or can't talk. Exactly. All kids can be very cool. Except for a lot of them on here. They can't be cool. Those pussies. Yeah, I got my new sweatshirt on, so anyways. I don't answer personal questions. It's between me and myself and I. Matter of fact, I might take a hit off this. I actually got ropes left in here that I could top this off with. That would be fun. Oh, let's top that off. What do we got? Yeah, we'll top it off. Come on. There it is. Okay. That was some pretty good dope. That was some pretty good weed. Goodfellas next. What do you think? What do you think I came on? All right, now you get to listen to him. And me laugh. That's why people clap. So he's got a big studio audience. He gets the highest ratings on late night TV. I almost said Nate Light TV.
Again, why not try my last name? Good evening, everyone. So President Trump said he would back the killing of Iran's new leader if he doesn't agree to the U.S. demands. And if bombs don't work,
at the break. Might have to take my shirt off to put it on. You might have to see me topless. But you can't wait. Stick around.
The enemy to their knees. Well, guess who?
Yeah, maybe kind of topless. You look like you are gay, have balls, think you're a woman, and suck penises. Back at you. Yeah.
Those are the days.
Shut up, I'm watching this.
The lives of Iranian women's soccer team may be in danger after refusing to sing their national anthem. To ensure their identities are completely unknown, they've asked for asylum in the WNBA.
Looks like a couple of men on that team.
Paul McCartney, he was in the Beatles, claims that Yoko Ono once told him she thought John Lennon might be gay. But Paul assured her it's normal for heterosexual males to decline sex with Yoko Ono.
Go get it now.
That was a good joke. You people are quiet tonight. Put some water on you. Mayor Mamdani's wife Rama is facing backlash for liking Instagram posts celebrating the October 7th attack on Israel. While many people were shocked, others note that on Facebook she listed her favorite comedy as Schindler's List. I know. Even more troubling, she still has her decorations up from 9/11.
That was bad. That was bad. Everyone
The Ford Motor Company announced it's giving the Pope a custom Explorer. It was built in Chicago, and the Pope will receive it once they get the wheels back. And finally, thanks to a new real estate deal, President Trump's name will be on the tallest skyscraper in Australia. Meanwhile, former President Joe Biden's name will be featured on a structure that's much closer to the ground.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to be that.
Hey, we're all going to end up
Yeah, it's
right?
Tucker. No, it's not Tucker. It's Gutfeld.
Delicious. Okay.
No,
So
Tucker
what's
was
the latest
earlier.
from
It was
Donald Trump
Greg.
regarding the war with Iran?
Greg
I wonder, are we
Gutfeld.
crushing the enemy in an overwhelming
The best
display of
guy
technical
ever.
skill in military force?
Smartest
We're
guy.
crushing the enemy in an overwhelming display of
Shit.
technical skill and military
Yeah.
force, and will not relent
Shit.
until the enemy is totally and decisively defeated. Iran was supposed to be this big, powerful country. We wrapped the hell out of them.
Ah, shit.
And, I don't know when they cry uncle, but they should have cried it 2 days ago. I don't want to brag, but, they said this about a lot of things. No other president could do some of the I'm doing.
You said it. No other president could do some of the I'm doing. Although one ex-president said, that's not true. All I did was...
Yes.
Meanwhile, on Truth Social, Trump told Iran that if they mess with tankers in the Strait of Hormuz, he'll unleash death, fire, and fury, which is quite a contrast with the last administration who couldn't unleash Curly, Moe, and Larry. But that's Trump, using language our enemies used on us for decades. Trump is a really good tyrant whisperer, happily old school in his
In other words,
persuasion,
how many dicks
bombing
did
them
you
with
suck
rhetoric
tonight?
and real bombs.
Me?
Previous
None.
presidents were like
You a
AM
lot.
radio, all talk. Biden said that Putin looked into his eyes, he saw resolve. When the Russian was really wondering, are those cataracts? How is this babushka still alive? And when Obama said the violence has to end, it was after Michelle smacked him for burning dinner. With Trump, there's no, we've established a red line that suggests you don't cross it or we'll send a strongly worded letter. Also, don't stub your toe on this pallet of cash. Instead, it's, if you F us, we're going to blow you to hell. Of course, there's criticism from the usual clowns.
I'm a living crap out
Trump
here.
said the war will only stop after Iran's
Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran.
and metal as hell.
When your best friend was a pedophile and you're losing bigly in the swing states, I'll tell you what you do. You fire the weapons of mass distraction.
Basically, we are sending people in to lose their lives.
Does anybody out there think Jimmy Kimmel is actually Jimmy Kimmel? Is actually funny anymore?
It's funny
I don't
that
think
ABC
so.
is now considering the View
Nobody.
a
That's
news
why his ratings
program.
sucking. He's
Just
getting
like mistaking
fired,
the
just like
Hallmark Channel for
Colbert.
Pornhub.
Both their contracts are up. You'll never see
But
him
it's a
again.
reminder of what everyone should do when they hear the
Whoopi
opinions
Goldberg,
of anyone
The
in the media.
View,
Go
they're
back
all
and check their
done.
opinions on other things because they're probably just as stupid. For example, where were they when the commander-in-chief was humping the steps of Air Force One or trying to use his auto pen as a suppository? Where were they on Russian
Talking about
collusion?
Biden,
A
by
report
the way.
as bogus as Dylan Mulvaney's pap smear. Hunter's laptop, the worst homemade porn since Pelosi does Dallas. The border, trans, crime. Come on, people. They were wrong on everything. They make Jim Cramer look like Miss Cleo.
Propaganda and
And
bullshit.
that creates a new world in which it feels like Trump no
That's all
longer
you got
has
left.
the traditional opposition in the shape of the Democrats or the media. It's not that they don't exist, it's that they don't matter. They squandered all their credibility by being wrong on everything. And because
matter
of that,
anymore.
you are no longer required to listen to them.
Nope.
Because before, they lied to you, they betrayed you, they tried to ruin your life.
Destroy
So it
us.
feels like there's a new duopoly brewing,
Yeah.
and it's
Destroy
shaping up
the
between Trump
economy,
and
destroy
independent
gas
media.
prices.
What has
Let
replaced
millions
legacy
of
media in
illegals
the role
were
of the
raping and
questioner
killing
of
children
those in
and
power.
dealing
Talking about
drugs.
Greenwald, Tim Dillon, Rogan, Corolla, Theo Vaughn, Red Scare, Megyn Kelly.
What does
Even
that
though
say?
I disagree strongly with
Oh,
most
no,
of them,
those are the right
at least I trust them to be honest
Those are
because
right guys.
they aren't covering for anyone and they aren't beholden
Those
to
are
a
right
party,
people.
at least yet. But when I hear Morning Joe or CNN, it's the pounding
Morning
of a pool
Joe.
boy against my cellar door. I just don't hear it.
He's probably jerking himself off just like the other guys. CNN.
But what gets through to me?
I said it first.
Bill Maher, Dave Rubin, Brett Weinstein, a very special episode of 1,000-Pound Sisters. With big issues like war, the Biden presidency made the entirety of legacy media irrelevant. All you have left is Fox and a growing, powerful mass of independent voices. So instead of complaining about the death of media, rejoice. Debate has never found more legitimate paths to daylight. Let's welcome tonight's guest. She's only here tonight because she got the night off from Dairy Queen. Alleged correspondent of the Meadows, Brianna Lyman.
Don't know her.
His customers
I
ask
know
for
him.
extra hair in their food. Chef and restaurant owner Andrew Gruel. She loves White Claws.
My girl.
They remind her of her feet. Here's Chris on other fashion picture tattoo. And even squids say he's got a lot of ink. Former NWA World Champion host of the podcast, Tyrus.
It's hard to fuck with Tyrus.
Brianna, you're too young to remember, I don't know, the Iraq War. What were you born? 10?
1998.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you were like 6. But the point is, there used to be some kind of like, there'd be an administration and the opposition, which would be the party
Started
and the
in the
media.
70s.
It seems like there's a huge hole there. It's like none of the stuff that they're saying seems to matter. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Look, most of the corporate left-wing press should be thought of as the propaganda press. They're there to cheer on what Democrats do and to slander whatever Republicans do.
Yep.
And when you hear people like Whoopi Goldberg and the rest of them
That's all you do.
talk, remember, none of
Slander,
them have access
lie,
to these intelligence
spread
briefings.
bullshit.
None of them know what President
Can't
Trump
have a
was
decent
informed
conversation.
of last week before he made this decision to strike. And so anything they say should be taken with a grain of salt. And I understand that, conservative media commentators may give their opinion, but they don't ever act like it is the final word, right?
Right.
They always leave room for open discussion.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because like none of those guys get any intel either. But for some reason, it's not offensive to you.
Right. It's not, oh, I hate Trump, so my reflex is just to criticize him.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Andrew, why is that? I'll listen to people like Rogan and Tim Dillon go off against the war. Doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother me.
Yeah, in fact, I really like hearing it. Why is I can handle that, but when I listen to these jackasses, I'm like, I don't need to hear this.
I know there's nothing like the sound
Talking
of
about
that
you.
horrible cackle before somebody chokes on a bucket of fried chicken in
Not
front
all
of
of
you,
you.
which
Just a
is
few of
basically
you.
what we're getting.
Most of you.
There's also a fetish, right? There's a political fetish for rooting against America.
Guy's mad 'cause he
because of
can't
Trump.
put his
And
little
that
happy
fetish is going
faces anymore.
overboard
That's
nowadays.
fine.
It's like political asphyxiation.
Mm.
But with these groups, okay, I break it down into 3 different groups, and you can do this on X as well. It's a fun exercise. It's called Hypocrisy Today. So you kind of have the neocons, the libertarians, and then the hard left. And the neocons have always been for war. Take
Hypocrites.
Ukraine as the
Neocons,
filter.
hard
They're
left.
drumming up war for Ukraine, and they're drumming up war right now for Israel and Iran.
You
The
need me to
libertarians
repeat
have
it.
always been against war. So while I agree and disagree with some of the nuance in those war in that
Libertarians are
conversation,
different than
then you
liberals.
have the hard
by
left.
the way.
They
Woke
wanted war with
left.
Ukraine. They were so
The
excited
woke
about war. They were
left.
bloodthirsty. But now with Trump, it's like, how dare he do that? How dare he send people in there? They have no principles. Nothing
When
is
Biden
rooted
did it
in
over and
anything
over and
besides
over
their
again, nobody said a
political
fucking
dogma, which is
word.
just
Not a
basically
word.
fake religion.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Kat, it's funny when somebody does something really bad for say a couple of years ago, then the consequences you often don't see until later.
You mean
And I
like
think that's
Biden
what we're
giving
seeing
billions
from
of
the
dollars to
media coverage of
Iran?
Joe Biden. Now the consequences
We just
for
brought it
that
up.
are
Look
showing
at
up
it.
now.
Caught
Where
it.
no one
I
can
got
believe
before
that.
the thing.
Even if what they might say could be correct, but we can't trust them.
Absolutely. And I think I agree with everything that you
Trust any
said.
of 'em.
I have seen far too many tweets, just in general, first of all, but I've seen far too many
That's why I don't
tweets
go on
being
Twitter.
up in arms about this war, which everyone knows I have concerns about. But
I'm
from
gonna hit
people
up,
who have
Trump's
the Ukraine
page,
flag in their bio still.
The
And
Truth
for me,
Social.
that's just really a
I think that's where I
microcosm of what you were
belong.
saying, where it's like, okay, for
Not
you,
on
it really
X,
is just
Truth
about
Social.
politics, and that's so transparent. And I think
Not on
it is
Instagram,
transparent
been
for a
there,
lot of
done
these
that.
people, where if you really
That
were
shit.
concerned for the sake of
Same
being
thing as
concerned,
here.
then you might have been
No
concerned
difference.
about that one, but really you're only concerned here for me, I've been very consistent on these concerns, and the independent people who you mentioned, they've been consistent on theirs as well. And I do like being able to follow those people. And you do have to wonder at this point, now people can get their news from wherever they want, however they want. They don't have to tune in to something just because it's the only thing on.
Especially if there was the difference between, let's say, legacy media was that they did reporting. But they don't even do that anymore. They just do commentary, and you get better commentary on the.
Well, they'll do reporting, but they'll make up their mind first on what it is that they want the reporting to find, and then they will go and find that via. But that's not real reporting. They're not looking for answers. They have the answers first, and they're looking for a way to bulk up what they already think they know.
I thought I was the only one who did that.
What, bulking up?
Yeah, Tyrus, what have I not brought up?
Your height.
Oh, now you're awake. You're half asleep through the monologue, and oh, short joke. Short joke. Get out of here! I'm kidding.
You know what vexes me is the outcry, this war with Iran's been over day 12, day 11, or something like that, and they're screaming, when's it going to be over?
10, 11.
Where were these voices during Ukraine?
11.
Isn't Ukraine still going on?
4 years.
But yet they're
5 years.
And you know what the difference between the support is, I noticed, is because there's no money coming out of the Senate to go anywhere. So they're against it because there's no profit for them.
Yeah.
Because don't we have money missing from the Ukraine too?
Yeah.
Like, it's just amazing the stuff that they are willing to get behind always seems to have a dollar mark on it somewhere. They have to vote for funds to go somewhere, and then they're all buying it with a little bad. Maybe the reason why they still have their little things up is they ain't got paid yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're still like, hey, don't forget me.
I'd love to watch Jeopardy, but I'm watching Golf Out right now, bro.
He's made sure that none of them
Anytime.
profit off it.
Next time Jeopardy's on, I'll go on.
And they're going to be really up, because I made a prediction on the last time I was on the 5. I said this is
That'll be fun.
And it looks like it.
Pretty good at Jeopardy.
They're laying waste to Iran in a very selective, intelligent, highly functioned thing, to the point where
I've won some
all
beers.
the Middle Eastern countries. We saw today where
at the bar.
Hezbollah had their own nation town publicly, which never happened.
did not have
They never come out and
sex
say,
with that
no,
woman.
they need to go. Yeah. You know, it's the same thing when they should have told the real story when they named the successor for the Ayatollah. Because all they had to do was watch Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
That's all it was. Because I guarantee you he was sitting in the office going, don't you put that on me. No, I'm not in charge. You in charge. Because as soon as you're in charge, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's really going to be Bugs Bunny walking by. Here you are, sweetheart. And you're going to hold the TNT and you're going to be gone. So this has been an effective way to do things without involving.
Yeah.
And that's what the outrage is really about.
Bullshit.
Because we never have heard a damn thing from any of them about why Ukraine is taking so long. Why are we still funding?
Why
are we
okay with it?
Why are we fine with it?
Yeah.
You know, when's the last time they sent one of their people out there to say, what's going on the ground? No, we don't see anything.
Yeah,
So
we're getting some out of that, definitely.
Exactly.
We're also learning how all the weapons
Move
works
along.
without like having to do the heavy work. We're watching, and then we're using that technology. But that's another story for another time. And I wouldn't want to bore you with that. Up next, Trans Lovin' Tallarico.
Well, there you go. You pretty much get the gist of what's going on in the world right now. Well, it's what it is. They had to do something. You know, this was next. It wasn't USA. It was Joe Biden. It was Obama. It wasn't Trump. He tried to stop the war. He did everything he could, too. He stopped funding them. They're not giving them missiles. It's the NATO's giving them the missiles. They're paying us. When Joe Biden gave them, I think it was $300 billion in weapons to go and fight Iran, they wanted a war. That's all they wanted. They wanted a war. They thought it was going to make it better. They thought letting all those illegal aliens was going to get them to vote for Democrats, and they would continue the wars. You know, Trump is ending the wars. He is doing it right now, and he's starting with the major terrorist regime, which is Iran. He killed the Ayatollah. Now they got another one in there. He's going to be dead, too. Yeah, watch. He's going to be dead, too. Yeah, they're gonna find him. You know, that's all they gotta do. They're already looking at it. They already got it. You think we don't have satellites? Can't find. Like I said, I keep saying this. Think I put a satellite on my fucking head right now. Boom, I'm gone. They don't do that. So that's why they do this. And it was all the Democrats because when they get into these wars, this is what happens. They get more money from the feds. They give them more money. They give more money to them. And then people like Joe Biden, they get kickbacks. Obama, how do you think they got their mansions? How do you think they got those? You know, who was it? I think it was, I can't remember who it was. I gotta think about it. But he said, you will never get rich being a politician. But yeah, we have all these rich politicians. Trump's rich because he was rich before he went in. He actually takes all of the money he makes as being president and gives it to charities. He gives it to people. He writes checks to people. He goes out and pays people's medical bills. He meets people in hospitals. He helps, like that little girl that got hit by an illegal alien. He helped them pay for her medical bills. Fucking. Anyways, stupid question time. We got a stupid question again, everybody. Anyways, what the fuck? This is how stupid people are. They really are this dumb and just pushed by fake media and propaganda, and they don't even care. You think this guy gives a fuck, this asshole here that just asked that stupid question? You think he gives a fuck? This is a stupid fucking question. Who's first? Really? Where do you live? Where do you live? Yeah. Palestine. Palestine. Save Palestine. Yeah, that's what you should be saying, pal. That would have been smarter than asking that stupid fucking question. But you didn't. You'll just go with a stupid question instead. Anyways, how about a republic? That's what we are. Communist, socialist doesn't work. Nationalist, capitalist doesn't work. A republic. Capitalism, republic, that works. Nobody's ever won with communistic, socialist governments. Fuck you. I ain't answered shit to you, pal. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to go like this. There you go. Bye. You can stay, but there you go. Not into stupid questions, sorry. I don't come on your page and ask you stupid questions, do I? I don't ask you any questions. Oops, sorry, we're back.
That's pretty good.
I missed
Jay
it,
Talarico, the Texas Democrat nominee for U.S.
Talarico
Senate, is back in the spotlight after a resurfaced clip shows him praising trans kids.
Don't be
Watch.
afraid.
Something that you love that's not family
Afraid
or
of
friends.
what? An idiot? You're
I
afraid of
love,
an idiot?
I'm just saying this because it's on my mind.
You fucking
the
moron.
trans children who showed
moron
up
for even
yesterday at the
asking
state
that.
capitol to advocate for their humanity. They shouldn't have to, but it was an inspiration.
Sorry, dude. This is the page of
What do I love
truth
most?
and reality.
My wife, my
Not
kids,
bullshit
and
and
trans
propaganda
kids.
like you.
With comments like these, plus
Start
that
your
God
own
is
page.
non-binary,
I'm
the
gonna ask
Bible's
those
pro-abortion,
questions.
and
Start
whiteness
your
is a
own
deadly
page.
virus, Talarico might do the impossible. Make us think Jasmine Crockett was the more reasonable choice.
She wasn't.
Sorry,
Don't
James,
worry
it's
about
going
her.
to be
It
an
was
inspiration to watch as
Republicans'
when thousands of
fault. It
kids
was
file
white
medical malpractice
supremacy.
lawsuits.
Yeah.
And
She's
people
a
like you who
racist
cheered
cunt.
this insane butchery are arrested for
Racist
child
cunt.
abuse. But if this guy actually ends up winning in Texas,
Didn't
then
work
not
out
only
too
has the
well
state
for her
gone
being a
blue, it's
racist
gone
cunt, did it?
nuts.
Period. Anyway, so the break.
Andrew, that was from, I think, 2023 or so. Shouldn't some reporter ask him if he still feels this way about a non-existent problem, trans kids? The only problem there is they created them.
I don't think anyone is going to ask that because I'm sure that his team, this guy is like focus groups to the wall. Everything he's saying went through a focus group. They've communicated with reporters and said, don't ask him, let that stick. They think this is good. Mm-hmm. That's the scary part. That going back to what I said in the A block about kind of this political fetish. Why don't we keep talking about the children? Any politician who starts off a sentence that says, I love the children, I love children, like we don't need that Michael Jackson, I can't even say his name, Michael Jackson-esque branding coming out of this guy's campaign. And that's going to fare well with people in Texas. All they care about is short ribs and steers, and they want to talk about trans kids? Come on.
Well, there's a portion of Texas that
Remember
worries
last
me.
night?
Cat, you know what worries me? Him. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
but he
they
gives
grew
me
up
the
in Texas
willies.
with steers
You
and
know, it's
queers. You ain't got no
I was saying this
horns.
in the meeting today that,
This guy, he ain't got no
conservatives, we
horns.
think that liberals are wrong, but liberals think we're evil. But there's something, and I don't want to think he's evil, but there's something really wrong with this guy. What is it?
I don't know. He doesn't bother me. I don't think he's gonna win. I would have answered the question a lot differently.
Yeah.
What
would you have said?
Cheese.
Cheese or cat?
And everyone would have said, what's a cheese? And I'd say, well, Cheese is my 16-year-old cat currently being kept alive by a medication schedule too exhaustive to go into.
Speaking of cheese, I bet there's a lot of people who know a lot about cheese here.
And then I'd say, you know what? Actually, I take that back. Cheese is my family. And then every single woman in the state of Texas would get up and march in the streets for me.
Yes.
They would say, she
Go
gets
there.
it.
Yeah.
And then I would win.
Cats are your trans.
I would say cat. I would say cats for cat.
There you go.
I'd say Polly for fat bastard.
Cyrus, is this what Democrats need?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the guy because he looks like he didn't quite finish baking in his mom's oven.
Yeah.
His face looks very like, you know what I'm saying? You pull the pie out too soon.
He's got a
He's like doughy.
He's
Yeah,
got
that little doughy thing.
fucking
Malleable, too.
ball
Yeah, it's
hair.
not just his silly putty face. He also has a doughy backbone.
Yeah.
The reason why you don't like him is you don't like cowards.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like people without original thought. Everything he says is manufactured.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to sit there and tell me, what do you love besides your family? And the first thing came to your mouth was, oh, I'm glad you asked that question. Like for me, my answer would have been veal parm.
I said, shut the fuck up.
Because I like veal parm.
I love veal parm.
I don't eat it anymore. I miss it. Miss it dearly. Veal parm if you're out there. But that's something that a normal person would say. And you go, oh, that's cool. And then someone would be like, oh my God, they kill baby cows? And
I
they'd be like,
fried scallops and haddock and shrimp, but they didn't have any fantails. I was mad
this
about
guy
that.
doesn't stand for anything. And that's
That made me mad.
Like
You haven't seen me mad. I was mad they didn't have
At least you
fantails.
can
shrimp.
respect she stands for something.
That's why I
He will
want
go with whatever you
some
say.
fried
If
fantail
it comes
shrimp.
out there where all of a sudden
Sea scallops.
trans kids is a problem,
Fried
come out and say,
haddock.
I've always been worried about trans kids not getting, it shouldn't happen, it's not fair. He'll say whatever, and that's a more dangerous person, but that's who they look for.
Mhm.
They don't look for candidates who can make change and original thought. They look for ones who
No
follow the program and are
propositions.
just happy to be there.
Nothing.
So this is nice because
Same
now
old
you can't
shit,
blame
different
DEI on
guy.
just us. Y'all got one too.
Drop
Yeah.
shots, drop shots, drop shots! Shoot
Grant, Tyrus makes a good point. The reason why he bothers me, and the trans mania bothered me, is it separates the crowd between the courageous skeptics who know they're going to get crapped on, and the people who go along with it, knowing that if there's no evidence in the long term, this is going to be helpful for anybody. And he chose the safe virtue signaling route, and I cannot forgive someone for that.
No, not at all. I mean, it's like if you met someone who's suffering from anorexia, and instead of getting them like the mental health they need, you're like, you're fat, like choke that up right now, right? Like that's an awful thing to do. And so what he's doing here, when he says these trans kids are like fighting for their humanity, what is humane about cleaving healthy breast tissue off a child? What is humane about mutilating their bodies? We've seen so many detransitioners come out and say that the mental impact of doing that to themselves, the physical impact, has really been overwhelming. And it's just to
Sorry,
Tyrus's
I'm looking
point,
for my
he's trying to like
Rambo
find
knife.
a way to be relatable,
Get
but
that fucking
Democrats
thing
always
up in a
lose the mark.
fire.
Remember Hillary Clinton was
That's
like,
what
I
happens.
carry hot sauce in my bag, like you all normal folk. And everyone's like, do we do that?
Yeah, but you're
And like there was
fucking
nothing
goddamn
relatable there.
anxious.
So Democrats are always
Cut
trying
those
to find a way
nuts
to
off
relate
for
to
you
the
for
average
free.
American, and they miss the mark
I
every
might
single time
cauterize in
because
my
they're out
neck
of
now.
touch as a party.
Take about
But
7 minutes.
He's
to
doing
bleed
this
out.
for a reason because the party is too scared.
To tell them no.
Legs.
Yeah, exactly. And
Some
it's
nice
like
legs. Nice shoes too.
if he wins, I don't know what to make of Texas. That's
Oh, I know.
it's just like
Not
that
beautiful.
would just be the end.
Not bad
But
looking.
a reporter has to ask them, a liberal reporter has to ask them about this, and they don't. Up next, fruity maps.
So yeah, here you go. Here's a story I just saw. What's her name? She goes out in the streets. She's a hot shit. I'm gonna say her name, but she goes out and she talks to always liberals. She just walks up and asks, why you holding that side? And then she had these two freaking, one guy was dressed, he had rainbow gloves on, like freaking rainbows, and he had a bow in his hair. It was a dude. And then his quote boyfriend, which was a woman, was all dressed like goth with black eye splash shit and stuff. And she goes, so, do you know the difference between a man and a woman? Well, there is no difference. Oh, a man could be a woman could be a man. And she was just like, she shredded them so bad. It's not that hard to do. Give me a fucking break. And then she said, so you're the man, you're the girl, right? No, we're both boys. And he was like, so you're a couple. Okay. Were you born a woman? And she said, yeah, I was born a woman. So, but now you're a man. And it was just, I'll leave it at that, because that's how stupid these people are. That is really how stupid these people are. She really was like, oh, there's no difference. And then she said, so is there a difference between me and her bodyguard, who's like the size of Tyrus, big, huge black dude? So is there a difference between me? She's a woman, and he's a big black man. And doesn't matter his color. It's just, he's a big black man. You think there's a difference between? Well, I don't know what to say. And she goes, so well, wait a minute. You said there's no difference. So you don't think he could kick my ass? You don't think he could lift, deadlift 300 pounds? And how much can I deadlift? Well, I'm sure there's women out there that can deadlift quite a bit. The point is that she just smoked these people, made them look like complete idiots. She just made them look so stupid. And they were at some pride thing or whatever. Maybe it's gay month. I don't know. Maybe it was they were standing up against, standing for Palestine. Yeah, go there, by the way. If you're gay, go to Palestine. I'd love to see that. And go there. I want to see it. And if any of you gay people decide to go to Palestine, I keep saying it. I'm going to say it again. Put a fucking GoPro camera in your glasses or something. Get a little bit like mine. These are just breeders. Go buy them. They're probably not cheap. You get a camera and I want to see what happens. I want to see how they treat you. I want to see what happens when the terrorists get a hold of your asses and throw you off a building. Because that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. So, save Palestine. Woohoo. Oh, geez. Somebody's got a question? Well, just ask it. You don't have to tell me you have a question. Just ask it, man. It's not that tough. Ask the question. I can imagine it's not going to be too bright because you had to say you had a question for me. Most people would just say, well, according to legend, it would be at the end of Giant Stadium. Where's that? Whatever stadium. That's where the Jets and the Giants play. Was it Meadowlands? The Meadowlands. That's what they said. There was a whole CSI about that, Was that CSI? Yeah, I think it was CSI. Yeah, it was CSI. Yeah, I was a kid when that happened, so my dad might have had something to do with it, but I doubt it. He lives in Chicago. He didn't work in New York. Different mafia. Different mafias everywhere. So where's Chiffy? That was kind of funny, but kind of stupid too. Told you it would be a stupid question. The fuck? Not anymore. Most of them are gone. You're right about that. That's the only smart thing you've said in the last 4 comments. Only smart thing you've said. You're right. There's no mafia left. Oh, we're back. Sorry.
A gay map.
Yeah, here you
Do
go.
we not have the
You
video?
guys should listen to
Yes,
this.
we do
It's a
have the
game
video.
now.
Video.
Can you tell me what is queering the map?
So I think we were trying to make the maps more gay.
Literally? That's,
Well, I
how do you
don't
make a
know.
map more gay?
I mean, especially
Or
with
gay at all?
AI, since the age of cartography, we've had pretty good maps, but maybe they weren't.
No, they
gay
have
enough.
gay maps.
So
You know where to go where you're
as a critical
gay.
theory in college, I think sometimes people use queer as a verb. I do understand that the maps
No,
that
it's
we were
gay.
trying to make
Homo.
gay were, I think, of
Gay,
Czechia and Slovakia.
stupid.
So maybe those countries asked for it.
Psychologically
it, but I don't know.
fucked up.
So what's the first step to make a map more gay? Just rotate Florida counterclockwise.
It looks like a penis.
I didn't know that the Czech Republic is now called Czechia.
Well, probably because the map wasn't gay enough, Greg.
Czechia is a gay name.
I am not very good at geography, but maybe if the maps had been in drag, I would.
Well, there is.
Obviously,
You just gotta know where to
ridiculous
find it.
use of our money, of taxpayer money. Obviously. However, you got to
I
admit,
always have somebody
she's
else.
kind of funny.
Yes.
She was like many people, myself included, would have been quite nervous
Yeah, I mean,
that
going
feels
into an
good.
interview like that. What did you mean queering the map?
Sure works.
And she just goes, I think we were trying to make the maps gay.
It's right
Yes.
there.
She didn't stutter.
No.
She did not hesitate. I watched this video 20 times.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I'm ever nervous ever again in the future, I think I'll watch it again and try to channel the confidence that she brought. If she can so confidently say, I think we were trying to make the maps gay, I can say or do anything I want for the rest of my life ever.
Yeah. Tyrus,
I ain't gonna say nothing about that comment.
this wasn't the only thing that they were doing. They did flash mobs, diversity and inclusion flash mobs in Kyrgyzstan. I don't even know what that is. A diversity roadshow in India. Again, this is all from like what Doge found out.
Surprised you haven't brought up that.
I hate to disagree with Kat. That was not confidence. That was stupidity. And this is what happens when you have morons.
But she
She didn't know that you can't make a map gay unless the map wants to be gay. It's rude. You know what I'm saying? If you're a straight map,
And they're born that way.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're like, I'm trying to give you routes, and you're the whole time telling me, if you could make Route 66,
They're
Route
born that
69,
way.
that would be, and I'd be like, no, I'm not doing that.
Make Route 68,
I'm not
Route
changing
69.
historical sites from Boston Tea Party to Boston Tea Bag Party. We're not doing that. I'm just a straight map. I've got a wife map and wife kids, and you laying this stuff on me? Like, no, you should never push sexuality on anyone.
So
Yeah,
glad I
But
never got
the
married.
sad part is
So
we
glad.
got fleeced so badly in this country. And the fact that she didn't have the intellect or even understanding that the person asking her the question was asking you a rhetorical question. Dude, the answer was, we shouldn't have done that.
No, but I think
We're sorry.
She didn't do it.
Too
You
bright.
know what I'm saying? Of course,
Not
the
too
people who
bright.
did it, you send the idiot. Just like
No, but she's in the new administration.
Yeah.
When she said we, she was talking about the people before her.
Yes.
Yeah, so she was laughing about it. She
Yeah,
was like saying this is the
hilarious.
dumbest thing ever. So, but you know what they were doing, Brianna? They were transing the map. They were trying to convince the map that the map wasn't comfortable in its own body.
Wait, but did they actually succeed in making gay maps? Like, are the maps gayer now?
I'll buy
Didn't
anything.
know whether it was
I'd love to
a
know what the gay map
man or a
Yeah,
woman.
somebody have a map on them.
Right, anyone have a check
Anyone
map?
have a map?
Yeah, tourists here. No, but you know what's funny? There must be gay maps. Just a map that shows you like where
Or like gay bars, like
Yeah.
that's like a gay, like right. If I
Providence,
was a gay
Rhode
map,
Island,
like,
or,
where's my girl, if I'm a girl, like to
the
find a
Cape.
girl kind of deal, right? But it's
Yeah,
funny
the
because
Cape.
the left, first of all, to Tyrus's
Can't
point,
remember the
we
name
were
of the
saddled with like
town.
record high
It's
inflation.
gay.
You had millions of people coming across the border,
Hey, what's
and
going on?
Joe Biden thought,
Watch it guff out.
let's divert our resources right now to make that
Laughing.
gayer. Like that to him was a great idea. And
You're giving him too much credit.
I know, it
Yeah,
probably
no
wasn't him.
idea
It
this
was probably more like Jill Biden running this. Or who's the guy that stole the luggage? Maybe he was behind the game.
Yeah.
The drag guy.
Sam.
I'll be here on the
Yes,
commercial break.
Yes,
Good memory.
he was probably the map guy. But The left constantly talks about
Maybe more.
American imperialism and colonialism. It's the worst thing ever.
And
And yet they want to do that to other
Provincetown.
countries
That's
in
where
an
it is, not
ideological way, right?
Providence,
They
Rhode
want
Island,
that like gay, woke,
Provincetown.
transgender ideology and force these countries. I highly doubt
That's,
people in Czechia
That's
are
end of the
subscribing to this
Cape.
woke ideology, but we're
Provincetown.
forcing it on them by
Been
the
there
same people
fishing.
who say colonialism is so bad. We're such an evil country because we're colonists.
Yeah.
Level 9.
Yeah,
Go
we'll
put on
export our
CNN
Western
then.
idiocy.
No.
I'm still confused by Czechia.
Nope.
Like, when did they change the name?
They
I don't
changed it
know.
like
That's the
3
name.
times. I've been
You
out.
wanna
I've
listen
been
to
there.
this?
Yeah.
And
Or
I'm
you gonna
telling
listen
you,
to
nothing
CNN?
there
It's your choice.
suggested to me that gay
Go
maps
listen
are going
to
to go over
CNN.
well.
You were joking, right?
That's well, I mean, they're changing language. We talk about this
That was a
now.
good
They're
one.
changing the names of countries. But to Tara's point, I think Route 66 would actually still be good.
Best show on TV, right?
Yeah,
Late night,
play with that one.
I'm not going to.
No, yeah.
Unfortunately, I was born a breeder, so I really don't.
Number two, it's like, I don't care if maps
Yeah,
are
he's a
fabulous.
big reptile
I
fan,
mean, that's what
too,
it comes
just
down
like
to. But
me.
if the U.S. bureaucracy is applying interior design to the world of an atlas,
Again,
then we've
have
got major
reptiles.
problems. But I love exactly what you said. Like,
Hampshire
who looked at that and
doesn't
said, there's this country where you've got these fighters guys without their shirts on,
I
and
need
they're in
two
beards, and then you know what we're gonna do?
frickin'
Actually, what I'm describing right now is gay.
generators
There's
just in
already a
case.
gay map. It's called Grinder.
We lost a fish tank to
I
that
don't know what
crap
that
around
is.
here. Ice storms.
It's not a sandwich, I'll tell you.
Not a
It
good
could
place
be,
to
yeah.
have animals. Well, reptiles,
boy.
anyways.
Oh boy.
Yeah, don't
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
don't order a grinder. Don't order a sandwich off Grinder.
Oh, yeah. You'll end up with a hero.
Extra pickles.
Yeah. Coming up, Office A-holes. That was good.
I mute it for a second. Anyways, that was as usual. It's always funny. So it's gonna get funnier. It always does. Truth sucks. Truth sucks. Especially when you've been brainwashed. Oh, look at that Voltaren cream. I just used some of that. Look at this. We just put up a commercial for the shit I just put on my neck. Yeah, it's good too, by the way. If you have, I don't know, arthritis or muscle pain or, I have nerve pain. So, I don't know. He's going for another comment. Try it. I should call them. Maybe I could be a sponsor for them. I don't know. I've already had sponsors, but we need new ones. Greetings back at you from America. What's going on in Wales? Huh? It's not the giant, freaking mammal that swims in the seas here in the UK, right? So, anyways, yeah, just sitting here watching probably something you don't get, which is the number one late night show in the world ever since David Letterman quit, because all the other ones went kind of woke, and Jimmy Fallon isn't too bad. He's kind of funny, but but the other ones, every one of them, are done. By the way, they're all done. Do you watch The View? Big fan of Whoopi Goldberg. Do you watch CNN? Like this guy up here that wants to listen to CNN but comes here and tells me to turn down my TV and wants to watch CNN. I know he was being fucking sarcastic, but it was hilarious. Rachel Maddow's on. Oh, no. Oh, that's MSN Now or whatever. Who's on CNN? I don't give a fuck. I don't watch it. I'll put it on once in a while just to see how they're. Conan's not bad. Yeah. I liked him too. Oh, he's not bad. Yeah. Conan is decent. Yeah. He wasn't woke. He wasn't, left like Jimmy Kimmel. What a fucking tool he is. I used to like him, especially when he did the Man Show. And that was funny. Him and Adam Carolla. Even Carolla knows it. And Carolla's like, I don't want to have anything to do with that guy. Yeah, he did. Norm Macdonald was funny. Rest in peace. Whatever you want to do. Yeah, it was a shame when he died. He was funny. McDonald was a funny guy. He had some great jokes. I actually know a few of his jokes. Outside the fight, Iran ain't gonna attack my city. Yeah, I live on the south. They would never make it here. There'd be fucking rednecks all over the place with shotguns and beers, American flags on their fucking trucks and shotguns and rifles, and they would not last 5 minutes here. That's why we're taking them down, because they would just try to bomb us. So they're not gonna. It's not gonna happen now. They got no bombs left. They got no missiles left. What are they gonna do if Iran attacks my city? Really? Yeah, not gonna work. Just like they tried the two idiots in New York the other day. A lot of guns, dude. You'd be amazed. Oh, story of 5 words.
Open area workplace
Stick in here.
increases bullying. I'm troubled by this study.
Hilarious.
It's from Sweden, number one. They found out that employees working in large open offices are more likely to get bullied than those in smaller ones, arguing that open spaces make it easier to notice your coworkers' mistakes or annoying habits, and people are more likely to leave their job from being bullied. I don't believe this. Because have you ever been in a workplace situation where somebody is bullying somebody? This is what? No, you know what I mean. I do it on this show.
They're all looking at like,
Jamie Lizzo's in therapy.
But that's not bullying. That's good-natured teasing.
Tell him in his
Somebody
ear
got a
that.
thesaurus.
Yeah. This is somebody trying to get a bigger office.
Yes.
I've already can be
You know, like, that's all that is. That's I can't be out here
You're the
because
boss.
they're bullying me, so I need the office with a window view. Like this is
I've dealt with
these
dick
we fall
bosses
for
too.
these studies all the time.
Yeah.
Get what you
it's
paid
just-
for.
It's beneath us at this point.
Walk
Yeah,
around
but
like
it's
a
a
little
good segment.
bitch.
yeah,
They're
I'm
gonna-
just saying, but
Fuck
to sit there and say bullying is wide open. No. If you're in a wide open setting, if there is a bully, everybody will see him.
Yes.
You need the little stuffy cubicles
To bully
office
people.
to bully. You got to get them in a corner. Like, listen, I ain't wrote a book on bullying, but I'm thinking about it. But I know this. I wouldn't do it in an open field. I'd do it in a forest.
Yes. You're
If you bully
absolutely
in a
right.
forest and nobody's around,
I did my best bullying behind closed
Man, that
doors.
lot of woods around here.
Yes.
A lot of woods around these parts.
So can I jump in here?
Yes.
As a victim once of bullying, I can also say closed spaces are the best places to be bullied. But I thought it was funny because I said,
Who bullied
You
you?
were bullied only once?
oh no, I was bullied like my entire life in 5th grade.
But I mean, no.
Trauma.
But when you ever bullied at the
At the
workplace?
workplace. No, if anything, I actually worked in an open workspace for 4 years, and we had a wonderful relationship. Everybody actually worked more productively because we knew what everybody was working on. We were able to call across the room and say, like, hey, is this being published right now? But I think if anybody in this age group is being bullied at work, you're the problem for not either standing up for yourself and putting another grown person
being
in
a
their place.
douchebag.
I see. I disagree with you completely, Brianna, because if somebody came to me and said that they were bullied, I would think there's something wrong with them.
Yeah.
I no, but I mean saying that like.
Oh, like they deserve to be bullied.
I know that they're making. It's like they got criticized at work.
yeah. Because bullying is different now. It's not giving them a wedgie and
Yeah,
shoving them in the
exactly.
closet. It's, hey, why are you 5 minutes late?
Yes.
Why did you go? Oh, that's bullying me. No, it's not. You're late.
That's what. So when you read the article, they define this because I looked at the questions. I was blown away by this. First of all, it was like 4,000 respondents.
Yeah.
So what kind of an office was this? Was this like a factory farm? And one of the definitions of bullying was being assigned meaningless tasks.
Yes.
Have you ever worked in a kitchen before?
Yeah.
You're not just beaten and burned. Every new recruit in our restaurant has to slice the sesame seeds. So that's called building chops.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm going to start doing that to my interns. The only bullying that happens at Fox happens on air.
That's not true. You come to my office and steal my lunch. Why do you think I'm so skinny?
By the way, no one believes that you eat lunch.
No, now I can't. Now I can't
How
do it.
scary that is, though, Cat. You're sitting in your office,
And
these
he
little
just
hands
comes
come
in.
up and reach and
Yeah.
take your lunch and scurry away.
I never, I'm trying
Like
to think.
Gollum.
Every now and then, I would steal bottles of wine off people's desks.
Yeah, you really did.
Yes.
That's actually, they think everyone thinks that's a joke. It's not a joke.
Because I go like, okay, that bottle of wine has been on that desk for like months since Christmas. They're not drinking it. So I took it.
Yeah, you would do that.
But that's not bullying.
It's not bullying,
That's
it's theft. Yeah.
Funny story, my friend. Saw these bottles of booze in the freaking cabinet, and I snagged one.
I've never
I
been
don't
bullied.
steal it. I just
I've
drank
been
it
accused of bullying.
at the
but
house.
that's all.
Then I leave like this much left.
I know.
And I'll be like, dude,
It's just
I
weird.
drank your booze. That's what it's there
Water's trying to
for.
bully us.
Yeah.
Actually, he poured me a
Like,
glass
what
of
was he- oh, you know
17-year-old
what?
rum
There was one
Sunday
bully,
night.
but she's in DC now.
Sorry, dude. I got some shit you
Oh,
want
hey,
to
Judge
try.
Janine, hey, I love her to death, but when you got on her wrong side, that was some.
Yeah.
I know she yelled my name real loud in the office one time. I peed.
Yeah.
Shit happens. What it is.
Yeah.
Don't leave
Took
the
me an hour
booze
to
in
get
the
it out of my
cabinet.
hair.
He was trying to
I'm
steal
gonna
my
drink
lunch too.
a bottle of my mom's
Up
port.
next, knitting is cool again.
Anyways, you see, I only got, well, it says one. I know there's more out there, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Get your ass kicked out all night long, or watch this and laugh? That's what I'm trying to do. Watching this and laughing. Ugh. I'm sick of sitting up, by the way. I get tired. I don't know. Probably sleep pretty good tonight, I'll tell you that. None. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Zip. Loose. Iran's done. Have you not been watching the news? Do you not fucking listen to what's going on? Oh, never mind. You're probably watching CNN. Oh no, it's gonna be a forever war. They just blew the piss out of everything they had. 5,000 targets. Their Navy's gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their drones are gone. Everything is gone. They killed most of their leaders. Now they put a new fucking Ayatollah in. He's next. You watch. He's next. They're going to hunt him down, blow him to smithereens, and then they'll let the people decide, because that wasn't a vote. It was bullshit. Anyways, yeah, that's another one. That's going to end soon, too. You watch. Ukraine's not getting any more help from U.S. They're going to, I don't know. I mean, there could be some bad things that go on with that. Whatever. That should have never happened if Trump was president. If he had won, that would never have happened. Russia lined up hoping for that, and that's what happened. They got Biden, a pussy. They got a pussy. And then he kept paying for it. So, you think? What do we have? Joe Biden. It's not crazy. It was stupid. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, open borders, freaking people getting raped and murdered, and don't get me going. Come on. And now Trump's back in. And he will eventually, probably, if not most likely, end that war. And now Iran's threatening America again. Oh, like they haven't been doing that for years. They're going to kill Trump. Okay, good luck with that. Let's see how that works out. Not going to happen. Trump's probably got a fucking beat on what's his name, fucking Putin's head right now. They talked today for an hour, I guess. Maybe yesterday, I don't know. But he talked to him for a while. Dude, you gotta stop this shit. Just knock it off. And they want to keep fighting. It's just it's stupidity. And you know, all that Russia wants is their land, because that land they can drill for oil. They can mine for, cobalt and whatever they got out there. I don't know. I know it's just all about what they can get out of the land. It's nothing to do with their people, or they don't want people to move in there and live there. They just want the land. It's mainly number one about oil and fracking. They went natural gas, and that's all they want. No, we're back. Sorry.
According to the AP, young people like yourself are taking up old school hobbies like knitting, crocheting, gardening, and heroin.
That's a
I added that.
Yeah.
To reconnect with simpler times and escape technology's grasp on their meaningless lives glued to smartphones. Does this describe you in any way? Do you have any old hobbies?
I've been crocheting since I was 6 years old.
Really?
So, yes, I'm an avid crocheter.
Why haven't you made me something?
Playing
Just
guitar.
a blanket or a scarf.
No, I want footsie pajamas.
I can't do that.
Won't take long.
As a crocheter, I think everyone should pick up a hobby like this, specifically because, you know, my generation came up with social media, and we were told that it was going to connect us to the world. We were going to feel connected, and I have felt more isolated with the rise of social media because there's nothing connecting you to people on social media.
God.
No,
Golfing,
Now
fishing.
go to the bar.
No, that's
Go to the bar. My millennials, my generation, we would go to the bar, we would get wasted, we would smoke real cigarettes, and then we'd wake up in the morning, go to spin class. Then we would go to work, put in a full day of work, be totally fine, maybe throw in the bathroom up in the bathroom like once, and then go back to the bar. That is what it's supposed to be like in your 20s. You guys are blowing it.
You know,
Crocheting in your 20s?
You're
Go
doing
have
valid
10
points.
years on an empty stomach.
Have 3 kids in 1
Shit, I had
year.
a fake ID when I was 18.
the spirit.
You know what? In terms of hobbies, because I see this as a hobby, we need to bring cigarettes back. That's what it comes down to. You
I
know,
still got
because
cigarettes.
next they're going to go and they're going to all want to be Amish. I say just start smoking cigarettes. That's much better. But you know what comes after mundane hobbies? Getting a job. So I really hope they do that.
okay, but you know what
Yeah,
you guys are
exactly.
all
Get a
talking about,
job.
whether it's crocheting or drinking 10 beers.
I don't care if it's McDonald's. Get a
What were you,
fucking
hobby?
job.
What would you say?
Cigs, ripping cigs.
Ripping cigarettes.
These are all pauses in thought.
out of
It's
my
like
fucking
you know what
classroom
social
and
media
smoke
does to you?
cigarettes.
It has you thinking about the past and thinking about the future rather than being right there. It's, you know, smoking a cigarette, you're right in the moment.
Yeah.
When you're drinking, you're right in the moment. You know, when you're crocheting,
Speaking of which,
all you're thinking about is
right
this.
in the moment.
Is this what you do?
I know.
No, it's more about this. But I think this is great. I think this is outstanding because that means you're going to start doing things when you crochet, unless you're selfish and making yourself a full body thing, you're making it for somebody else.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're going to actually give it to them. You're not going to take a selfie of it and say, this is for you. Download it at your convenience.
Yeah.
Because this leads to other things.
Yeah.
Going outside, getting away from technology. There's a lot of things showing that AI and social media your brain doesn't develop as much as it does when it's doing intricate things that you have to learn over repetition, muscle memory. Those are good things that we're getting away from because everyone's worried about, mass transit and cars. People stopped walking, so we had more people fat with less muscle. And the same thing with your brain. Your brain works the same way as your body does. And if you're not doing things to stimulate it and make everything work, you end up with a lot of the issues that you see with people who sit in front of the screen all day.
That makes me feel so much better because, my company employs kids making wallets.
Yes.
And I thought, you try labor, people get on me.
You have to pay them to call it employment.
But I don't have to now because they're actually developing.
You are building little geniuses.
Yes.
Make your wallets faster and quicker and more efficient.
If they
Where'd my
survive.
picks go? I know I just
Oh.
found them.
That's the way it is.
That's it. It's always over.
Coalition for Student Wellbeing.
There you
I
go.
believe students
I'll turn
must
this
be at the
down
table
now.
when discussing youthful health.
I'll turn this
Alongside their
down now
parents,
because
people navigating
my
challenging
laughs are
work
over.
and informative years in their
And the
lives.
reality's over.
Major life
Because
changes,
it's what it is.
academic pressures,
This is
financial
reality.
challenges can feel
This is
overwhelming.
reality. What I just showed you is a touch,
That's why you need
a little reality. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Whatever. I do my own show, but I like to feed off of this stuff because it makes it more sensible for some people. Maybe less sensible, but if it's less sensible, anyways, just lost me. You need tissue here. Send a new tissue, anyways. Yeah. It's just everything is set up for a reason. You know? It's all set up for a reason. You watch, like this asshole that came here earlier. I don't know. I'm trying to watch CNN. Turned on my TV because he wants to watch it. Why are you on here? He was just being a jerk. That's all it was. He was just trying to be ironic or funny or whatever. It wasn't funny. I don't go on his page and say that shit. What's up, me? Yeah, it's going. How are you? Anyways, it's just, you can only listen to so much bullshit before you start to see through it. Eventually, the bullshit kind of just dissipates. You see reality, and that was reality. Everything they talked about was reality, because these are smart older people, comedians, people that have done this a long time, people who have been doing this for their lives. It's way like dirty soda. I shouldn't even read that. Anyways, another stupid question. I bet your mother does. Anyways, I don't know. What do? How do you please people? You can't. People don't want to be pleased. They just want to have their opinions. Walk around like this with their chest puffed out and they act like I know everything and they don't know crap. They don't know crap. How do you fuck with somebody that thinks they know everything? I guess I do. Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. As a matter of fact, they got an orange soda here, but I'm not mixing it. I'm just chasing. I'm chasing the dragon here. Yeah, the dragon's right here next to me. And just chasing it. Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I actually have some pretty good Bloody Mary mix. I'm sitting down a little bit. I bet probably should have. Very good, by the way. Here's another shout out to Mr. and Mrs. D's Bloody Mary mix. If you would like me to be a sponsor, I could do that for you. By the way, Mr. and Mrs. T's Bloody Mary mix with horseradish. Very good Bloody Mary mix. I usually make my own. So, I've been a bartender my whole life, and this one's easy. It's just in a bottle. You just shit. Throw some ice in a glass, a little vodka, throw some Bloody Mary mix up tight. Boom! Sunday mornings are fun. Good job, guys. As usual. Here we go. Yeah, let's just sit and talk about the war. Yeah, Wednesday morning in Iran. Anyways. Can you say? I guarantee they don't hear that what it is. They don't hear it. It's just like it's over. It's body parts everywhere. Okay, boom. These new videos are pretty cool. They're blowing up all the little extra little tiny Navy ships. They had the speedboats they were trying to use. They already brought another, that's why the prices went down, by the way. The Navy's escorting tankers through the river there, whatever they call it, the Gulf. It's kind of looks like a giant river, but it's more like a Gulf. And they're bringing them down so they can get here. Yep. And we're protecting Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia can protect itself too. And they just blew up a bunch of more shit today. All they got to do is get that cocksucker that they just wanted to be the next terrorist leader. How's that going to work out for him? Not too well. Blow him up. They're not going to, I don't think they're going to send ground troops, and I don't think they have to. That's the thing you don't understand about our military. They have satellites.
Israel also conducted
They
airstrikes in
know.
Lebanon,
They got
targeting
intel.
Hezbollah leadership,
Get
military centers,
boom.
and financial
That's a pretty good
infrastructure.
fucking
Now,
bombing
Iran
right
also
there.
continued firing
Boom.
on its neighbors, including
What a
twice
night.
at the United Arab Emirates. They hit the
They're still
largest
trying to
oil
shoot
refinery
missiles
in
at
that country.
at Israel.
Drone
Why?
causing it to close.
What's the point?
Iran
What did
also
Israel do to
fired on
Iran?
southern and central
Can somebody
Israel,
tell me?
including here in Tel
Can
Aviv.
somebody tell me what
Continues
Israel
in
did
Israel's
to
neighborhood
Iran,
South
please?
Trace.
Nah, they just hate Jews. They hate Americans. They hate everybody. They think they're in control of the world. They're not. And now they're not even close to being in control of anything.
This is the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, talking today about what's happening in Iran.
I don't know what that means, but whatever.
Today will be yet again our most intense day of strikes inside
We keep
Iran.
doing that.
The most
Blowing
fighters,
the
the
piss
most
out of them.
bombers, the most
Blowing
strikes,
the living fucking
intelligence,
piss out of
more
them.
refined and better than ever. That's on one hand. On the other hand,
There. What do you
the
want?
last 24 hours have seen Iran fire the lowest number of missiles.
I don't know if it was God or it was just
kind of a two-pronged
Israel
question
ever
here,
did
but
anything to
separately.
anybody.
One, are you surprised
Look at
that
what,
the ramp
you
up
know,
the US
people are
military,
keep saying free
Israeli
Palestine.
military
Free
bringing in
Palestine
there,
from what? A
and
bunch
also
of
surprised
fucking
maybe
go
with the
free
years that
free
Iran
yourself.
is no longer responding,
They're lucky
maybe
that they
won't
didn't
respond,
send
maybe can't
frickin'
respond.
a bunch of
This
frickin'
is
Navy
seems to be
SEALs in
going
there. It
according
would have
to
been
plan.
over in a
You know,
second.
the first thing that has to happen is you have to suppress and take out the air and missile defense systems that they
Okay,
have.
you
now,
hate
and
everybody.
then go
I get
after
it.
the ballistic missiles and
Yeah.
start working, you know, from the outside in. And that seems to be where we are, moving in, or from the outside in.
I
and
bet
going
she
after
does.
the direction of the Straits of Hormuz and actually going after the power centers for the IRGC. This is like
I'll tell you what, I'll beat your mother in arm wrestle. Then I don't have to beat all your friends. I'll arm wrestle your mother. It'll be over in seconds. And then you'll be like, oh my God, where'd this guy come from?
And trying to take them off the street to give as
Yep, that's what would happen.
an opportunity for the Iranian people to take their country back.
Just to make money arm wrestle. I didn't make money. My friend made money. And then I found out he was making money off me beating the crap out of guys twice my size. And then, yeah.
Continues to make progress.
I caught him.
Across the southern flank.
Man,
To date, they've
paid for drinks all night and give me the money you want.
Ballistic missile attacks continue to trend downward, 90% from where they've started. And one-way attack drones have decreased 83% since the beginning of the operation.
I read part of that. I'm part of the current, but only because of UFO purposes. Yeah. Did you hear Chuck Norris got bit by a cobra? Did you hear that? It just happened recently. The cobra died 3 days later. Did you know Chuck Norris eats his meat so rare, he only eats unicorns? Guess that. Chuck Norris likes his meat so rare, he only eats unicorns. The poor cobra, too. I like cobras. I'd love to have a cobra. I don't know, monocle, probably kind of fast. I'd rather have a king cobra. That'd be cool. My buddy gets mad at me when I say that. He says, somebody's going to send you a snake one day. Fine, whatever. Caimans would be cool. I'd like a caiman. That'd be a neat pet. But like I said, this is not a reptile-friendly area I live in. It's cold here in the winter. The old cobra. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah. How about the unicorn? There's a few more. Yeah, I like that one. The unicorn. I love that one. That's one of my favorites. I actually met Chuck Norris. I did meet him. Yeah, it's funny. Somebody asked me if I ever met actors before. I forgot I met Chuck Norris it was at the Wisconsin Dells, and we were up in the Wisconsin Dells. He's a short guy, by the way, shorter than me, and I'm short. I looked at him. I was like, he looked at me. He's like, I was like, dude, you're Chuck Norris. He's like, how you doing? He shook my hand. I was like, are you shitting me? You're Chuck Norris. Nice guy, too, by the way. Another nice guy. Really cool. It was like Marvin Hagler. There was another guy I met, Marvin Hagler. Great guy. I hung out with him all night long, watching a Bulls game. The last championship they won in a Mexican joint up north and here and where he lived. We became buddies. We hung out all night, hung out the next day. He died. He got a DWI too. Driving while intoxicated or whatever.
Well, he's clearly right when it
Yeah,
comes
at the
to
time,
cooperation when it comes to
DWI.
has been,
He was all over the news. He was a good guy, though. Very cool guy. I got to wear his championship ring. Man, the bartender was like, I've never seen him take that ring off ever in my life. And he used to hang out there a lot. Really nice guy, Marvin Hagler. Marv. Go to Marv. His name was Marv. It was Marvin Hagler. I don't know if you know who he is, but look it up. Yeah, it was cool. I did. I knew it was him too. I just saw him because, well, Sunday mornings were, monster movies and, Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris and whatever it was karate movies. And saw them all, every single one. Didn't watch Texas Ranger a lot, but I saw a few of them. He was a really good guy too. Very friendly. It was like going to the racetrack. My mom and I went to the racetrack, and the Arlington International Horse Track, and Rick Sutcliffe and Don Zimmer were there. He was the manager of the Cubs, and Rick Sutcliffe was one of the starting pitchers. And my mom and I went out, and she's poking me. I'm looking at the book of what? She's like, look. I was like, kidding. She's like, no, that's him. And it was funny because he was doing Jenny Craig ads at the time. He had a sundae. He was chowing down a sundae, brownie sundae or something. And so my mom goes, let's go talk to him. Okay. And we go up. Sutcliffe, great pitcher. And Zimmer, great manager. Back when the Cubs looked like they might have had a chance at one point. And they both were like, hey, how are you guys doing? And they signed their books. It was cool. We hung out, shot the shit. You bet none. I think that day, that might have been a different day. My mom knew the owner from Budweiser. He had a horse running that day. And she bet on that horse and she won. I used to do Perfectus. Matter of fact, so funny we're talking about that because the races are coming up. I'm looking forward to the Preakness Belmont, Kentucky Derby. And my buddy's got a betting app, but I also know a place we can go back. That'd be a fun day. Oops. It happened. Still here? Come on. How do I do that? Boom. We'll go here. Here. Sorry about that.
Decided to go home, or do you think they feared staying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is just one example
Yeah, it
of
was
the
Chuck
feelings
Norris.
instilled within the Iranian people. This is national. We should be awaiting a
My Dixie wrecked. There you go. I shouted you out. Anyways, yeah, Chuck was a cool guy. Zimmer was a good guy. Sutcliffe was a good guy. Those are a few more people I've met in my lifetime. Famous people. I also met, who was it, the woman that used to write in the paper? Dear Abby. Yeah, at the hotel. It was dear Abby. I just recognized her. My mom recognized her. My mom was good at that. That's dear Abby. And we talked to her. She was very friendly and nice. You know, this is what it was. I had there's another one that came in one of my bars was Robbie Knievel. Robbie Knievel had just done it. He just had done his jump over the. It wasn't the Grand Canyon thing. It was the train. He jumped over a train, and the train was coming at it. Blew up the ramp, and he jumped over it, landed on the back ramp. And he came in my bar with all his buddies, all his biker gang. It was like me and 10 bikers. Nothing new for me, by the way. And I was like, what do you want? Beers, shots of Jack and Jim or whatever they were doing. And then freaking Robbie Knievel sat right at the edge of the bar, right by, where I was at my cash register. He looked at me and said, how's your dad doing? And he goes, he's okay. He had liver cancer, I guess, or something like that. Kidney cancer, liver cancer. He didn't die too long after that, but he was, oh yeah, totally. Anyways, are you stupid? You don't have to answer that question. I already know the answer. So anyways, yeah, Robbie Knievel was a really cool guy. I asked him, what are you going to do next? He goes, I go to Robbie Knievel, what are you going to do next? He goes, I'm going to jump a bunch of ambulances. Ask your mother, she's seen my penis. Anyways, I jumped over. He said he was going to jump over a bunch of ambulances. He was obviously joking because he never did another jump after that. Yeah, it kind of changed from that to guys doing backflips and shit. Yeah. Anyways. Never mind. Sorry about that. So it was kind of funny. Yeah, it was funny. He was a good guy. I'm apparently unlike some of the people that have been on my page. I haven't seen him in a while. I actually have a total gym. He sold me on that. I have one. That's it, pal. Oh, yes. Anyways, yeah. It's what it is. Yeah, Norris, and when I met him, he was in his prime. He was in his prime. It was before he did Texas Ranger. Anyways, fuck off. That's it. I got enough of that crap. See you later. Sorry about that. What is it with people? What is it with fucking people? Trolls. Fucking little blue-haired trolls.
Revolution brewing. I want to put this up because this is David Nasser, who fled Iran back in 1979. He was on the Ingram angle, and he talked about
anyways,
happening.
Back to the things at hand. I don't think there's anything to me in that. But whatever. I ain't putting up with that crap. Word of warning. I can only report you so many times. You keep coming back. You're out of here. Which I don't like to do. Trying to let them stay, but nah, not with that crap.
Right now, it seems like what was coming out of Iran doesn't look like it's imminent. It's too soon.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Yeah, Earth's flat. Yep. Yeah, we're all going to fall off the edge one day. You already fell off the edge. How are you still alive? You ever been to Mexico? You ever been to Antarctica? You ever been anywhere? Earth's flat. Jesus Christ. Just doesn't end, does it? They just don't give up. No, you know who is flat though? Your mother. She's flat. Oh, because you sucked all that milk out of her titties over the last 15 years. Yeah, she run out finally. You should have said your mother's flat because you ran out of milk. Nothing left, huh? Fucking used it all up. Give her a chance to rebuild that shit. You can keep sucking on it, but give it a chance. Give it a chance to build back, man. Give it a chance. You should give it a chance, pal. Yeah, he's standing on one side of it. That was a good one. See? That's what it is. Chuck Norris is on the North Pole. We're on the South Pole. Oh, no! Now we're all going there. Yeah, gullible adults. What are you? What are you, a fucking genius? Why don't you prove it to us? Tell us why. Why do you think that Earth is flat? Come on. Give me a break. Yeah, sure. Yeah, and Democrats are smart, right? You can say that next. Democrats are smart. We should vote for Democrats. Yeah. We need illegal aliens. No, we're going to do well for you, buddy. Just saying. You got anything else smart? Come on, bring your genius to our fucking our conversation. Even though it's a small conversation, it's still kind of funny. How'd you figure out the Earth was flat? Did you sail to the end of it? Yeah, somebody told you. Physical demonstration. Really? What does that fucking mean? No downward acceleration, and really, I can roll a ball across my table right now. Yeah, is he gonna keep going, or is he gonna roll off the edge of the world? Yeah, if I drive my car down a road and I get to the edge of the world, am I gonna fall off? Am I gonna go to what was that movie of Marvel? That place where they had it looked like it was flat. Ow. Oh, fuck me. It hurt. Ankle just popped. Didn't hurt, really. It just popped. Whatever. Nothing I can't deal with. No, it hurts those. My hip and my ribs. My neck feels better, though. The Voltaren cream worked. By the way, shout out to Voltaren cream. If you want me to be a guy, I'll push that shit for you. Yeah, you think? He's not too bright. He's not too bright. But then again, most of the people who come here aren't too bright. Most, I stress. There are some bright ones, but not a lot of bright ones. He's probably like 19 years old, has no clue about anything. But whatever, lives in his mother's basement. He's out of tomato soup, so he's mad. So he's trying to make jokes now, thinking that maybe somebody will follow him and go his link and look at his link and maybe. Yes. He loves you, by the way. He's talking to you, buddy. He's not talking to me. I don't know. Well, apparently he's not a physicist. Apparently not a physicist or an astrophysicist or astronomer or any of those things. But I guess, you believe what you believe in. Earth is flat. Just like his mother. She's flat. Very flat, by the way. Like I said, all that milk's gone. She's got nothing left. You went there. It's like pancakes. Got nothing left in there. I think he sucked the fat out of him, too. There's not even that left.
muscle or nerve conditions like
Nothing
ALS,
left.
myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medicines
Ah,
that naturally
shit.
toxins may increase the risk of
I'm
serious
kidding,
side
man.
effects.
Come on. Give me a break. What do you want? What do you want from me? Oh, that's right, the truth. And people hate the truth. Can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. It's Jack Nicholson, right? You can't handle the truth. Mm. Who else was it? That was Tom Cruise. What? Yeah, he's going straight to his mother's basement. Yeah, he called it. I was thinking that too, but you took the words out of it. Yeah, beat me to the punch. Yeah, gravity downstairs, dude. Go back down to the basement. Mm-mm. Mom's sleeping right now. It's gotta be about that time. She's gotta be sleeping. I don't care even if it's California. Probably getting close to going to sleep. 9 o'clock there. What time is it here? It's gotta be, almost 12. So I'll give her, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Yeah. You won't. You ain't gonna figure it out, believe me. Not for a while. Yeah. So sick. I'm gonna lay down here, guys. Oh, shit. Fuck me. My phone's already dying. Oh, shit. Okay, where's my blanket? It's not my blanket. It's my sweatshirt. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna lay down. Oh, fuck it. There it is. Okay, I got it. Uh-oh. Oh, look out. The cat's gonna come and try and lay on top of me. So, anyways, this is my life. This is my life. I gotta go do shit tomorrow again. Take a ride. Anyways. Let's go over the poll. 62 votes. Okay. No, it's not a bad poll. What is it? Will you be hanging out? But I didn't have to remove anybody, really. I only think maybe one guy was being a jerk. Nothing new here. All that. Come on. Anyways, that was one that. Shitty insults, physics demonstrations. Anyway. Well, all you have is stupid comments. How's that working for you? Not too good. I think it's not too good. You're a smart guy, huh? Why don't you prove it to us? Did you just say the earth was flat? You're calling the earth flat? Tell us about it. Why do you think the earth is flat? What are your downward acceleration of free fall Earth could not possibly be a globe in reality? Really? Have you seen pictures of it? Yeah? Did you sail to the edge of it and see that it was flat? Wow. You really think it's flat, don't you? You're fucking around, right? You can't really think that. This is just being a douchebag. You really think it's flat? Really? So you think it's flat? I want to hear why. I want to hear your evidence of that. Without saying, downward acceleration and free fall. Really? You ever jump out of a plane? Have you? Have you been up in a balloon? Have you ever been on the top of the Sears Tower? Have you ever been on, the Golden Arch in St. Louis? Have you done any of those things? How about the Empire State Building? You ever been up there? You ever flown in a plane? You know, from coast to coast? Have you? No. Gone to Hawaii? Okay. Have you ever been to Antarctica? Notice he's not answering any of those questions. Just a tough guy. Tough towns here. We got tough town. Anyways, ignore the fucking idiot. How's it going there? Shit. It's kind of funny. Kind of funny. Hold on a second.
This is when workers are set to miss their very first paychecks, with the Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy calling on DOT to stop holding travelers and government employees hostage.
It's not fun to have, kids you're trying to contain. It's hard enough on an airplane versus a TSA line. So I would just hope that Chuck Schumer would come to his senses and let's get this done.
Despite mounting political
Chuck
pressure,
Schumer come to his senses.
on their demands when it comes to
I guess
hobbies,
you try that.
even as
Not gonna happen.
Now's really not the time to put national security at risk, especially in a heightened threat environment.
Okay.
So it's
There we go.
It is now 10 o'clock live for us in DC. Kevin, thank you. Let's
Shoot. Oh, look at that. All I have to do is turn on my fan. Maybe wrong.
Senate Majority Leader John
Huh?
says Democrats won't even negotiate. Here he is. What makes it even worse is they are now saying they don't even want to sit down and talk.
Anybody got something smart to say? Anybody? Well, that was a smart one. Telling Andrew he needs to get out of the basement. If he really thinks the earth is flat, well, we'll never figure it out for real.
Usually I'm upset with the Democrats for obstructing President Trump's immigration agenda, but today
Oh, what's that? Oh, listen, God, Jesus. Never mind.
a lot of the MAGA base when I say that. We don't feel that Senator Thune is doing enough to pass the SAVE Act in the Senate. The president's been really clear this is one of his
It's actually a new beard. I just shaved last week, so this is a new beard.
Nothing's more important than making sure illegal immigrants can't vote in our elections. If you have to show an ID to shovel snow in Zohar Mamdani's New York City,
He's talking to you, by the way. He called you. He stinky. He's talking to you.
we want to get this done. We know we can get it done, and we feel that Leader Thune's just continuing to kind of make
Yep.
drag this.
Yeah, I doubt that. Wouldn't be good for you if that happened. Wouldn't that be good? I did not shoot that guy in the chest 3 times. I did not have to call 911 to have them come and pick a body up. He's talking to it ain't me. I never supported Biden, so never once.
And the agency of the government that is specifically tasked with defending our homeland from those types of threats is currently shut down.
Well, that one was already banned by other people. Why would I support Biden? Give me a fucking break. What the stupidest, worst president we ever had? Why would I support him? Anyways, I'd rather be watching this. Matter of fact, what time is it? Yeah, oh, I told you, my phone was about to die. I just plugged it in. I think I'll try and find a movie that I can fall asleep to. Stupidest fucking worst president we ever had. And people, half the people on this page actually voted for him. That's what's really sad. Only purple crayons. He likes the purple crayons. They'd be pink, but he holds them too hard, so they turn purple. Anyways, guys, I think, what time is it? Yeah, I got shit to do tomorrow. Anyways,
I'm talking about the fact that they're trying to deport U.S.-born citizens.
Thank you for help bombing Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Purple crayons, yeah. Because if he holds him, if he only holds him a little, they're pink. So his are purple. That's the difference. But, to each his own. Purple, purple, purple. I like them when they're purple. Anybody got anything smart to say before I go? Ow, son of a bitch. Cramping up here. I'm gonna drink a bottle of water before I go to bed. No, this should be fun. This should be a good one. Got it. Okay.
It makes them feel like they're winning. Democrats feel like they're winning. Here is the Democrats going after Trump.
You would know. Anyways. Pretty sure anybody with half a brain probably knows that trick or that line, but I'm gonna read it. So you can say it again. It'll still get deleted. Yeah, what's your name? Old Beard. Oh, I thought you were talking about me. Sorry. Somebody said old beard. I thought you were talking about me. I got a young beard. I just got shaved last week. Ow, fuck. I'm cramping. That sucks. I hate cramping. My hand's cramping. Probably from fucking doing all this all night. Son of a bitch. Could be the Dupuytren's contraction too. That's not fun. Don't ever get that. Not much you can do about it. It's hereditary. If you're Nordic, you get Dupuytren's contraction this way. Yeah. As much as you play guitar your whole life. Excuse me. My cats haven't came up. I don't know what that means, dude, but whatever. Scopus. Yeah, there was another guy that I met was, oh God, what's his name? He used to have a trick he used to do. Who's the guy from, what was it? What was the movies he used to do? He was a great actor. He was Chuck Norris-ish. Chuck Norris-ish was, he used to snap quarters in half. Met him in a bar one night. Broke a quarter in half. It was fake. Yeah, you can't break a quarter in half. It doesn't work like that. He had he had a trick quarter. I had a trick quarter. I used to be able to put a cigarette through a quarter. It was pretty neat, too. You can buy them from a magic store. Pretty neat trick. Put the cigarette through there. Light it up. Pull it out. It's a quarter. You gotta have an extra quarter in your hand. That's the other thing. You gotta have the same quarter, the same year. What is it? What is this fucking name? Jesus Christ, don't drive me that. Death Wish. The guy that used to star in the Death Wish movies. Somebody gonna come up with it, I guarantee it. He used to do the Death Wish movies. He did them all. I can't think of his name. Give me a second. I'm gonna look him up because that's a tough one. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Let me do this real quick. Anyways, it was Charles Bronson. Oh, that's a great movie. Yeah, Bloodsport was awesome. Yeah. It was the guy from the Bruce Lee flick was in that. The big fat, freaking not fat. He's a big badass freaking guy. Got Bloodsport. He did a lot of good movies. A lot of them were stupid too, but Death Wish. Death Wish was Charles Bronson, and that's his son too. Made a lot of movies too. Anyways, yeah, what was the big dude's name? I just watched a video about them. He was he actually said, Bruce Lee was badass, and he was huge. And it was actually, when they fought in those movies, people got hit. There was some stuff going on. They got hit. But yeah, who was in that? The guy from Freddy Krueger too. He was in there. He was in that. When they were on the island. Death Wish was a good flick, and then Bloodsport. Death Wish. I keep going back to. Damn it, Charles Bronson movies. How about Charles Bronson? He's a good, cool guy too. He's a short guy too. You wouldn't believe how short he was. He was a good guy. Ow, son of a bitch. My hand's cramping up. What was the movie? It was one of the first movies he did in America. They came over. Bruce Lee's, one of Bruce Lee's first movies. He did a lot of movies, Yeah, me too. We used to watch him every Sunday. It was Monster, Creature Features, and Japanese fighting movies, and it was always Bruce Lee. He used to go to the movies every Sunday, and so it was Godzilla, Bruce Lee, Godzilla, Gamera. It was like Gamera. We were just talking about that. I just saw Gamera the other day. Those were good flicks. I have a lot of them on DVD. I don't watch them, but they just did a thing. Son of a bitch. Oh. Sorry, my hand's hurting. I don't know why. It's cramping on me. Enter the Dragon. There you go. You got it. You knew which movie I was talking about. Enter the Dragon. I love it when you guys do that. Yeah, I was at Enter the Dragon. One of the cool movie. Remember when he goes in, we were talking about cobras earlier, right? And he goes in the room and there's a cobra. He catches a cobra, puts it in a bag, then throws it into the room. Everybody starts running, and he goes in and he's wah, wah, wah. I actually still can work the nunchucks pretty good, believe it or not. That and the sword too. Sword, tonfa, size. Nunchucks though. I worked with them for quite a while. We used to beat the crap out of dummies with nunchucks. Nunchuck. Wrap them around your neck, throw them down. Be careful not to whack the back of your head with them now. I'll tell you what, that hurts. Been there. And with the nunchucks. And boy, it's funny. I had a pair from, what was the one with him and Hakeem Abdul-Jabbar? Is that his name? Yeah, the yellow ones. When he was dressed in a yellow and black suit, he had those. I had a pair just like those. The problem was that chain was too long. So, you gotta make sure the chain's set up for you. Great flick. That was Game of Death, right? Game of Death. I beat you to it. Game of Death. That was, when Hakeem Abdul-Jabbar, when he fought him, he was, twice his size? Kicked the crap out of him in that movie. That was a good movie. He actually fought Chuck Norris. It wasn't Enter the Dragon. I think that was Game of Death too. Wasn't Chuck Norris in that? Yeah, we fought Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris and him fought in at least one movie. Yeah, that was one of Chuck Norris's kind of breakout flicks. I think it was Game of Death. That was a good flick. Yeah, and those were ones that were made in America. So it's part of the problem why he died, because he left here. He was born a boy, but they said he was a girl because at the time when you lived in, I think it was China, he was born in. You could only have one girl, boy, and they had a boy, and then he was a boy, so they dressed him up like a little girl. Yeah, butterfly knives are fun. I love those. I can still those. They're funny. I don't have one, but nah, that's just what it is. Flip, 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 boom, snap. Yeah, I haven't played with one in years either, but I know how to use them. And I think you don't lose that kind of muscle memory. It's muscle memory. It's just like playing guitar. I mean, I could stop playing guitar, which I've done, and then you just, it's open, it's closed. They stopped selling them at the fair. I wanted to get one. I just saw a cool butterfly knife on Pawn Stars, which was a pen into a butterfly knife. It was pretty neat. I always liked using a butterfly knife. It was always fun, especially practicing with them. Never pulled one out. Never had to. Oh, God. I just pull out a 9mm. That's a lot easier than a butterfly knife. But anyways, we're good though. Let's see. CNN's bitching about something. This should be fine. Let me listen to this.
But in less than an hour, their lives would drastically change as the pair would be arrested for throwing homemade bombs during an anti-Muslim protest outside of Mayor Zoran.
Talking about the people in New York. Or was it the Way of the Dragon? I thought it was. The other one. Was it the Way of the Dragon? Damn, you're good, dude. Yes, they did. I thought it was about Game of Death was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So I was right about that, right? I at least say yes, I was right. That was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was in Game of Death, where he wore the yellow suit with the black stripes. He had the yellow and black nunchucks, and they fought, and then Enter the Dragon, great flick. So that was Game of Death. The other one was The Way of the Dragon. Yeah, wow. You're good, man. You're good. You're old. You're old. You're showing your age, dude. You must be at least as old as me, if not older. Really close to being my age. It's funny. Remember that movie, Game of Death? That was a good one. That was the movie, right? Game of Death. Again, this was Sunday mornings. We wake up, we watch Creature Features. That was either that or at night. And it was always, there was Chinese shit. Ow, son of a bitch. My hand is cramping. Fuck me. Ow, you fucker. Knock it off. Stop. Oh, I need to drink a bottle of water or something. I got some muscle relaxers. That's why I take them. I got a bad thyroid, so we cramp. But anyways, yeah, what was that? Way of the Dragon. Is that it? Gosh, that was cool. I haven't seen any of those movies lately. I was 68, so Jesus, let's see. 82. See, we were still watching those movies at that time. That was good movies. But you've seen the Disney movies, too. All the Godzilla movies. You into Godzilla or what? Yeah. We just saw some new guys. The Cinemax has been doing them on Sunday mornings, by the way. If you got Cinemax, I'll tell you what, you go to my other page and I'll send you a link, and I'll give you a free link to Cinemax and or Showtime, either one. They've been doing Godzilla movies. And I mean the old ones. They're not doing the new ones. It's the old ones. Nothing like them. I used to go to the matinees on Saturdays when I was a kid. And literally, Mom would go shop and drop me off. I'd go in there and watch a double feature. I watched Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. You ever see that one? Watch that one if you can find it. Any Abbott and Costello. Coon. And then Godzilla. Godzilla versus Adura. Or the Swamp Monster. I switched the name. Godzilla versus Ghidorah. Godzilla versus Mothra. So was Godzilla versus somebody. You know, Godzilla versus Mothra was a good one. That was funny. Yeah, you know, it's funny you saw a thing about Jackie Chan. You know he got an Oscar? You know, Jackie Chan got an Oscar. An honorary Oscar at the Academy Awards. He never got an Oscar, and they gave him honorary Oscar for being one of the best action movie stars ever. And it was funny because when you watch it, he's like, I broke so many bones, and he would literally break his leg and still keep going. He would literally run up a ladder, fall off a freaking 3 flights of stairs, go down and break his leg and get up his lunch, keep shooting. Yeah, Jackie Chan was the balls. He really was. You know, he liked too was the little short guy. He worked with Sylvester Stallone in the what was that the oh god, what was the name of the flicks? When he did those, the little short guy. What's his fucking name? I can't think of it. He worked on the. Okay. Well, you gotta see him. Sorry, the older ones are great. That's just what it was. There's some newer ones that are better, but the older ones, they were really good. You know, and the coolest thing about those was they built these giant model cities, had guys in rubber suits destroy them, and they'd be like, I didn't like the take, let's do it again. And they have to rebuild the entire city. Think of Jet Li. And Stallone did the flick, shit. I'll think of it. It's the did four movies with a lot of guys in there. Dolph Lundgren was in them. Arnold Schwarzenegger showed up. All his buddies showed up. He was a good guy. I actually just did yeah, he did some great flicks. I agree. It was The Expendables. Thinking of The Expendables. If you haven't seen those movies, you ever seen The Expendables series? You gotta watch them. We did, I think, 4 of them. The first 3, he was in. The last one, he was in it, but it was more like a cameo. He actually directed it. You know, there was, you didn't win an Oscar. He didn't win the Oscar. He wrote the movie, he directed it, but the people that produced it got the Oscar. And he went up and, yo, Adrian! And they brought him up on the stage. He did get an Oscar for it, but it wasn't his best actor, best director, whatever. It was the directors and stuff. Well, he was the director. It was production and shit. That's why he's doing Tulsa King right now. You know, that's a great show, by the way. That's a great show. I love that show. I remember I went to see Rocky the day it came out because my dad was like, we're going to go to the movies. My man, he used to take me to the movies with him. Not my brother. My brother was an idiot, so he took me. Saw a lot of good movies with my old man. Casino, freaking Goodfellas. Yeah, you getting the point yet? When Casino came out, he went to see it right away. Jaws, he took me to see Jaws. Yeah, and I was a kid. I was like 9 years old. Yeah, he's got some shit going on. He did, like I said, he's been in a lot of good movies. He was in what was it? I was freaking. Let's see him. It was Lethal Weapon. He was in Lethal Weapon with you know, Danny Glover and the other dude. The guy who was the star of it. They were both stars. Yeah, he was in that. I think that was his breakout flick. That's what kind of got him into it, because he's a little tiny guy. But he fought like a bastard. Wouldn't want to fight him. Tell you what, kick the crap out of you. Yeah, freaking. What's his name? I can't think of his name. See, that's what I mean. I stick with names. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Jet Li. I think that was the third or fourth one. Probably the fourth one he was in. That was one of his breakout movies. And then he did The Expendables. He did some other movies too, of course. I don't know, I haven't seen him in a while. But yeah, he was badass. Badass little fucker. I would not want to fight him. I'll tell you what, he'd mess you up. Oh, dude, it'd mess you up. Anyway, yeah, Jet Li. He was great. Yeah, Goodfellas is a great one. It was Ray Liotta, right? Ray Liotta and Robert De Niro, which he's a piece of shit. I don't like him anymore. Used to love him. It is, isn't it? I know it is. Yeah, I think I have seen that. That's the one where the girl's got fucking a pussy with teeth. Right? Am I wrong? All right. She bites penises off. Pretty sure that's what that one is. Teeth. Yeah, I did. I saw it. There you go. Well, you know. Goodfellas, classic flick. Yeah, yes, I have. I have seen it. You might not have seen it, but it was creepy. So I would suggest. I watched it. I watch all those movies. I don't know, but yeah, that was the one with the chick with the pussy that had teeth, and yeah, that was not bad. Have you seen? Here's a good one for you. What is it? The clown one. The guy with the clown. I can't remember what it is. The name of the movie. But he's so creepy. The clown is so creepy. They made like 3 movies, or 2, at least 2. What's his name? Art the Clown. And it was, yeah, those are creepy flicks. They are really creepy. You think fucking Stephen King's clown movies bad? You know, this was, I love the Blade movies. As a matter of fact, it was a good, yeah, of course. I remember I was in Concord one day. I was working. Had something to do. I was living out there. I was running errands, and Blade 2 came out. And I used to do this when I was younger. Go to a movie by myself. Ow, son of a bitch. Stop cramping, you cunt. Anyways, I see on the marquee Blade 2, and I was like, and I pulled into the movie theater. I went up. I was like, half hour. I sat in my car, smoked a cigarette, went back in. I might have even smoked a joint. Probably did. And then I went in and I watched Blade 2. And that was a good flick. Yeah, the first one I loved. The second one, you know who was in that was Reedus, the guy from Walking Dead. Reedus. He was in that. He was in Blade 2. Yeah, great flick. Special effects were awesome. That's when they opened their jaws up and yeah, sure, I'm into that kind of shit, man. I'm into horror and all that kind of stuff, and that was a good flick. You know, the first Blade movie was awesome too. Don't get me wrong. The second one was even better, and I loved it. I thought they were going to do a third one. I heard a rumor they were talking about doing Blade 3, which I don't think they will. What are you doing? What do you want? What do you want? Hey. Sorry, baby girl's talking to me here. Anyways, yeah, that was pretty wild. And I went to see it by myself. Nothing like going, you know, just sitting in the seat by yourself with a bucket of popcorn and a big soda and half-empty theater. Here's a good one. I told my mother, we're going to the movies tonight. She said, okay. So he took her and we saw the second Batman movie with Michael Keaton, and was with Danny DeVito. He played the Penguin, and you know, didn't know what it was going to be like. And we went, and I take my mom, and we're in the movie theater, and I don't know. It was funny because we got our seats, popcorn, same usual shit, you know. And we start watching it, and Danny DeVito comes, and we start laughing, and her and I are laughing, and the whole theater is like, "What are you laughing at?" It was fucking hilarious watching Danny DeVito with this dirty fucking underwear, pants, and you know, loved Michelle Pfeiffer in that movie, by the way. And Mom and I, and it was the weirdest thing ever because we're literally laughing because it was funny. And, you know, it was what it was. It was what it was. It was Batman. It was, you know, Danny DeVito was hilarious in that flick. He was awesome. And people are like, fuck off. Get over it. I actually want to go. There's a couple movies I want to go see, but I'll wait. I'll wait for them to come out. Take it easy, bro. Thank you for the I don't know what to call it, but thanks. Remember, Batman 2. Take it easy, bro. You be safe, okay? Be safe. So I was telling you, be safe. But yeah, that was funny when I took Ma. People keep saying shit about me looking like the guy from the Up movies. I took my niece to see that in IMAX. It was pretty wild. Even though I'm half blind, but that was pretty cool. I just watched The Flash. Michael Keaton was back in that one, playing Batman. That was pretty cool. That was not a bad movie. You know what else I liked? Black Adam. That wasn't bad at all. Not a huge rock fan, but I don't dislike him. Ow, you son of a bitch. Cramping again. He was doing pretty good. He did a pretty good job in that. Black Adam. He did a pretty good job in that. Let's sit up. I gotta drink some water. Oh, turn my lights off. Oh, crap. Do a shot. Who knows? But anyways. Yeah, Black Adam. That was a pretty good one. That's one of the only DC movies. I like Superman flicks, Man of Steel. I like the Batman versus Superman. Wonder Woman was the first one was great because you got to see Gal Gadot's ass all day long. That was all he focused on. That was like the guy doing the camera work was like, show us your ass, show us your ass, show us your ass. And then the next one, they decided not to show her ass, which kind of was disappointing. Yeah, because they thought, great, we get to see her ass some more. No, we didn't get to see her ass anymore. She's got a great ass, by the way. Fucking great ass. Which is cool. Power to her. We're up 5 seconds. Jesus, is that late already? It is. It's been that long. Wow. Shit. Anyways, back to the movies. No Country for Old Men. I watched that one the other night. It just happened to be on. Seen that one? Freaking Billy Bob. Oh no, it was what am I thinking of? James Brolin. He's in that. And what's his name? Come on, man, help me out here. What's his name? Freaking been a ton of movies. Great actor. That was a good flick. And then the guy that played the bad guy, I don't even know his name. Yeah, I do, but who you doing? I know you're telling me to shit. He was in Men in Black. He was in God, who knows how many movies. Well, let us see. I'll figure it out. Give me a second. I'll tell you. Give me 1 second. Shit, there you go. I figured it out. Tommy Lee Jones. Great actor. Tommy Lee Jones. And, yeah. And then, I don't remember the bad guy's name, but I could have just looked it up. I didn't feel like it because I was just thinking of the main characters. Well, he was a main character. The bad guy, he did it. I think, reminds me, there's another guy that reminds me of him, but Tommy Lee Jones, James Brolin, great casts, great story, creepy. It was a drug deal gone bad. That's all it was. And he picks up the case. He's got the thing in there. And you know, it's funny. I've seen it a couple times, but I couldn't get to the end to see what happened. I remember the ending, the very ending, where the bad guy gets hit by a car. He's in a car accident or something. He gets hit by a car. He's walking down the street. He gives the kid money to get a shirt from him or something. And I think he kills James Brolin in the end. I don't think he ever gets that freaking stack of cash. Jeez. I don't know. You think you would have figured out there was a fucking thing in the case? We kept finding him. Running through the woods trying to dodge the shots. Yeah. Another shit. Fucking tomorrow. And then I'll do it 3 days from now. Yeah. They're doing like an epic fury today. I'm not going to show that shit right now.
They already tried to kill him before, and previous presidents too, and many other Americans they did kill or maim. So they're a little bit getting what they deserve. One thing I would just
thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Unfortunate.
Nothing scary, man. I ain't scared. I ain't scared of shit. That's my problem. You think I get scared? Fuck that. But I appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate it. I think I will too. I think I will too. I ain't scared, man. And I'm thank you for that. I ain't scared. I'm talking about movies right now. Whatever. If fucking bombs start hitting around me right now, I'll be out. And yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. I do. I know I got people on my side. I always have. I got angels. I got peeps. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you saying that.
Everything that the Iranians have tried has failed.
Only thing I'm scared about now is how to pay my taxes. But I got a check for them, so I'll keep them off my back for a while. I got food in my fridge. My cats are eating. That's what it is. I lost my goddamn fucking debit card. Now I gotta drive to fucking middle of nowhere to get one. He didn't find it yet. He's gonna try tomorrow. My buddy's gonna try tomorrow. Might have left it at the bar. I don't think I did. I think it might have fallen on. I'm gonna keep doing what I do, by the way. I ain't gonna stop it. I ain't gonna fucking stop it. Nobody's gonna make me quit. But yeah, epic fury. Yeah, whatever. Blowing the piss out of shit. Look at this shit. They are blowing the piss out of this place. Yeah. It's not his fault, by the way. It's not Trump's fault. It's not anybody's fault. As a matter of fact, it is. But I ain't gonna say whose fault it is. We'll see what happens. See what happens. I'll always stay true to myself now.
I don't think there's any doubt it's going to be with you today as well. I'd say a couple things. And I've been with lots of colleagues to my left here. I heard General Kane this morning too, and I thought he gave.
No, nobody does that. People try that too, by the way. It's funny you say that. There are people who try.
Missile ballistic launch.
Look away from me. It's funny, but then when they need me, they come a crawling.
Knocking out the Navy and Air Force.
They come across. Look at that. They were firing a machine gun. Boom. Boom. Firing a machine gun. Boom. Seriously, this is serious. I watched this earlier. I've already seen these videos. A buddy of mine bitched at me today. They have terrible allergies going on right now. I don't know what's good. I got terrible allergies going on. And my nose has just been running and dripping and my eyes watering. I actually have eye fucking medicine and this shit that I gotta put in my nose. He's like, you sound like you've been doing coke all day.
And it looked as if he was developing or pursuing some sort of offer.
Yeah. I haven't done coke in goddamn 20 fucking years. Well, at least 15 anyways. I don't know how long it's been, but it doesn't matter. You can get me to do coke now. If anything, I'd cook it up and do crack. Because I wouldn't fucking snort it, I'll tell you that. Last time I did a line with somebody, it was nasty. What the fuck's this? Actually, yeah, just nasty. But just to say that, it was just so rude. So fucking rude. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just saying. No venting here. Venting.
The Israelis can't choose our leader. We certainly would choose the Israelis' leader, and they are our greatest ally.
Those guys. Mary.
Stop talking about the leader. President Trump's intent may be not the timeline to Iran, and it may be part of the strategy. But time will tell.
So he chooses those.
He's trying to make it look like they're all good. Oh no, you can't choose the leader. You can't choose the leader. No, you can kill them all though. See what Trump's doing. We watched this earlier. Keep screaming death to America. Death to America. Death to America. Like I said, if that happened tomorrow, you think I'm gonna sit here? I can fucking barely get off my couch, for Christ's sakes. But I can. Sorry. You know, really. Yeah, what the fuck? Let the parachutes flying. They're not gonna bomb us. What are they gonna do? Bomb New Hampshire? Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Anyways. I'm sick of it. Stupidity. You can't fix stupid. I think I started my ashtray on fire. Fuck me. You're going out. See ya. Thanks for the props, man. Appreciate it. You know, the thing is, I know the difference between good, right, and wrong. I would have said evil, but you can't stop evil. And there's a lot of evil out there. A lot of evil. That's why when I go to the grocery store. Tell my friend this the other day. I go to the grocery store one day. I'm walking through there, and there's people with pusses on their faces. And they're just, I'm like, I'm like, last time, a year ago, there was some old lady out in the fucking goddamn parking lot with this big giant box, and she's trying to put it in her truck, and I'm like, you need help? Nobody. I'm walking. People are walking right by her, not saying a word. And I'm gonna say, I got a bad back. I got bad knees. I got a bad hip. I got bad ankle. And I go, you need help? And she's like, oh, would you be so much kind to help me? And that thing was like 300 pounds. I could barely get it up onto her tailgate. In the back, she wanted it in the back seat. Oh, this ain't going in the back seat, honey. And I stood there for at least 20 minutes just trying to figure out how to get leverage on it and put it up, get the front end in. And you think one person would have helped me? Not one fucking person helped me. Not one her or nobody. And I got it into her car. By the time it was done, I was hurt for 2 days. But I got it in her car. And I don't know how she got it out because I didn't ask her. I ain't going home with her to tell her to get it out of the car. It was a grill or something she bought at the grocery store. Who sells a fucking grill at the grocery store? Well, apparently the grocery store I go to has grills out front. But long story short, the point is nobody else even offered to help. Not one person. People walking right by us. You know, there's another thing. I can walk up to a door and open a door for somebody, and they won't even say thank you. They don't even say thank you. They're just like, a few times I wanted to slam a door in the back of their head, but I don't do that. That's the way I roll. I just don't do it. And then there's other times. Other times when I go in, and that's a good point of what I'm trying to make, is that I was in the line trying to get my medicine, and the pharmacy now is packed because they closed the other pharmacy. There's only one pharmacy now here in town. And I'm sitting there, and this black dude's walking through with his little daughter, little black daughter, And I go, hey. And she looks at me. I was like, fist bump. And she goes, and she laughs. And I give her a fist bump. And he looks at me. He goes, thanks, dude. Hey, how you doing? You know? And he was like, that was cool, thanks. Which is not the first time I've done that. I'll fist bump every little kid I see. I fist bump them. Be like, fist bump, fist bump, fist bump. And it's funny because there's people like, don't touch my kid. Fuck off. You know, it's a fist bump. And it's not like I'm, you know, kissing him or hugging him. I just give him a fist bump. And that guy, he was so appreciative of the fact that everybody was treating him like shit. And then I just went, hey, come here, fist bump. Boom, how you doing, brother? You know, he actually gave me a freaking handshake. So thank you. And it's just funny. It's funny how shitty people can be. So funny how shitty people can be. For no reason. They got no reason. They just hate. It's hate, 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 hate. And then it was funny the other night. I was there in the same place, different time. And there was some blonde chick that was behind me in line, and she smiled at me. That's a cute smile. People keep asking me, I'm single, I want a girlfriend. Smile back. Talk to them. Say, hey, how you doing? How you doing? You know, use the old Joey line. How you doing? And I do my Sylvester Stallone. How you doing? And she was right behind me. She was cute. I'm not looking for shit, so I just said, hey, how you doing? You know, shoot the shit a little bit. Yeah. Saw a girl in a line, same thing, same place. She had a little alien tattoo on her arm, little alien tattoo. It was an alien face. He said to her, cool tattoo. And she goes, oh, thank you. Done. I could have picked her up in a heartbeat. I didn't even ask. She probably had a husband or whatever, boyfriend. And I said, never seen you around here. She goes, I'm from Alaska. And I said, what the fuck you doing here? Well, we just moved here. And when she said we, there's the key. Back off. I'm gonna force it. I almost said, you know, you want to learn the town. You want to know where to go. Not a lot to go around here, by the way. People don't like me here. I wonder why. Because I make them look like idiots. And I talked to her for a little bit. She got groceries. I got my groceries. We talked. It was cool. I should have asked her out. I should have said, we should go out, but when she said we, that was a cute. That was a cute. I don't know if it was a family or a boyfriend or a husband. And she was very attractive. Very attractive. Very cute girl. And I just, So anyways, that's my ideas of the day. Whatever. So we're watching these guys try to blow up New York. Yeah, and he's Mandami's condoning frickin' terrorism in fucking goddamn Gaza. The Gaza terror. Yeah, and now we have terror threats because of the Democrats. Vote Democrat this year. Good luck with that. Party's over. Party's over. Nobody here. Not to myself. Anybody. I like that comment, by the way. You've done a couple of good comments. I appreciate it again. Thank you. I appreciate the support. And I will continue to be me, which is me. Be nice to people. You get what you put out.
sides are.
And I'm talking to nobody.
I say both sides. Democrats, some blame the Democrats, some blame the
I
Republicans.
know somebody's looking for something to attack me about.
I'd bring them all to the White House.
Call me gay, call me this, ask me thank you for your best trans, whatever. I'm not trans, I'm not gay, I'm me. I'm straight, white, male. Straight. Straight as you can get, man. Well, they're out, whatever. Can't even figure out what the difference between having a set of nuts and a vagina is. Oh, that was a shot, but yeah, it coming.
This is what I'd be calling it if I were the president. All these AI technology leaders, not only to say, you guys
Yep.
need to be doing
Terror threats. My buddy called this. He did. My buddy called this. He said, there's going to be something.
From one of these nations where we think could be targeting our country, be it the Iranian, the
It's going to
Turkish, whatever they
happen.
may be.
I guess there was a shooting in a mosque earlier today. I haven't heard about that yet. We talked about it. Of course they don't talk about it because it was a mosque. It wasn't Nancy. It wasn't a famous person's mother. If I got shot tonight, let's say I go out for a walk. If I see it right now, which is beautiful right now, my windows are open, I gotta close them. If I left right now and I disappeared suddenly, which wouldn't happen, by the way, because if I left right now, guaranteed, I'd be prepared.
Thank you both for coming in.
I would still be alive. But if I disappeared, then my friends would worry about me. They would be like, what happened? But I wouldn't be on the news. You wouldn't hear about it on the news. You would not hear about me disappearing on the news. You wouldn't hear about me being gone for 3 weeks. You wouldn't hear about me, or my, I just found out, as a matter of fact, there's the proof in the pudding. There's proof in the pudding. One of my ex-neighbors, she used to live right over here. 5 trailers for her. And I live in a trailer. Oh, no. Mine's nice, though. She used to live here, and she moved. She got a new job, apparently. I don't know. She was living down by the gas station, and apparently she went for a walk to the gas station and got hit by a car. And then my friend told me today, I didn't know this. Wasn't on the news. Didn't hear about it on the news. I don't watch the local news, but I do read the papers. I read, I have feeds. Something happened here, I'd hear it. And somebody hit her with a car, killed her. And I've known her, for God, quite a while, over 15 years. I mean, he said, I don't like her, but I never had a problem with her. She was we didn't want to call her, they ran her mouth a lot. She used to like to spread a lot of bullshit. What's the word for it? I don't know. She's gabby, and I had no idea that she got hit by a car and got killed. And it wasn't on the news. Nobody said a fucking word about it. Nobody. And I've been around. I've seen. Nobody said a word. Did you hear about Betty? Yeah, and like I said, she had a loose lips, sink ships, so whatever. I had no problem with that. She actually probably talked about me behind my back. Talked about a lot of people behind their backs to me. So I had no idea she got killed. And bought 3 weeks of some famous person getting abducted or whatever in a bad robbery, whatever. That you don't hear about that. You don't hear about the woke. And then the other day, I went out, my friends and I, Actually, one of my buddies said, "Hey, we're going to the golf course." Okay, and I said, "Okay," and they were like, "You coming down?" And they knew it was my birthday, and they brought me down, bought me a couple beers. That's all it was. A couple beers, some chicken wings, which, by the way, the chicken wings were not my favorite, and I don't like bad chicken wings. And I just don't know anymore. I just don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna stay true to myself. I just don't know anymore. And now I can't find my goddamn credit card, so my buddy's going tomorrow to see if it's at the restaurant. So we'll find out. If he has it, great. If he doesn't, whatever. I'll just go get a new one. But I need it. Thank God I had some cash in my pocket. Thank God I had some cash laying around. Yep. I got gas to get there. Anyways, I could pick up some money at the bank too. Anyways, yeah, I got fucking another thing. It's been a tough day. It's been a tough day. Not really. What is that? Okay. I got that. Okay, I got it. For mine, I just want to make sure I got all my paperwork out. And I got in this fucking town. It's pissing me off. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now we got to watch Kamala Harris make an idiot out of herself again. Never gonna, ever gonna be the next person. Excuse me. Never in a million years. Nobody gonna say nothing. Anyways, just listen to me rant, huh? Kamala 2028. Yeah, okay. Yeah. How about AOC? She's done. So is Gavin Newsom. You guys got nobody. You guys, Democrats got nobody, I should say. Not a person left. It's over. This battle is over. Shouldn't have ever been a battle. Should have been, what are your propositions? What are you going to do? Snort and blow snot. Yeah, who cares? Fuck. I gotta find a movie. Probably a good movie on somewhere. Sorry I put you through this shit, man. It's not what my plan was. It's just sometimes it's just where my path goes. It's where my path goes. Sometimes it's where my path goes. It's funner spreading my message, I guess if you want to call it that. Getting the shit off my chest. So sick of it. Anybody want to go fishing? Yeah, somebody just asked me to go for a beer with them. Love to. What do you say, Wyoming? Yeah, Tulsa, right? Tulsa came. I'll go to Wyoming. I find out that they filmed that in Georgia. Do you know that? You know they filmed that show in Georgia? I found that out. You know why? Because they had a casting call. He tells you you're going to be a model or an actor or voiceover or whatever, or, put you at a radio show and they want you to pay them. Don't fall for it. Fake. Really scammers. Scamming motherfuckers. I know that because nobody ever asked me to pay to be on the radio shows. Nobody else ever asked me to pay on the pay them to be on the news. As a matter of fact, one guy took all my footage and said, you know, I said, what are you going to give me? Well, and he made money off me, and I never got a dime. But I didn't have to pay him. I don't even know how much money he made off me. Who cares, right? What do you do? Learn from your mistakes. Don't ever give a shit up either. There's another tip. Don't give your shit up. You got shit that's good, don't give it up. I think I should play the same licks.
We've been reading the Bible a lot, Harold, and we know that the devil comes in the
Anytime I put a good tune out, I get copyright infringement.
You agree with me?
What? Copyright infringement? For what? For playing Hoochie Coochie Man? Really? I do it my way. I did it my way. Regrets I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck them all. Do you? Like he said it. Do you?
Maybe kids, normal. Schools with discipline, schools with order, church, hobbies, sports. But these are the things that
a male in women's sports. You don't see women transvestites saying they're a man and going into women's or men's sports, do you? No, because you would get your ass whipped so fucking quick it wouldn't be funny, and they know that. But yet again, there's no difference. There's no difference. What the fuck at a funeral? These people did this at a fucking funeral. What a bunch of pieces of shit. Oh, by the way, buddy, your little happy faces aren't working anymore. I learned how to fix it. Let's see if I can figure out who this is, because I know it's him. I know who it is. Sitting here. Yeah, what's the matter? You mad? You can't put your tomato soup and grilled cheese on the table now? Mama kicking you out of the basement. Say something. Why don't you say something, motherfucker? Say something. Everybody else left. Why are you still here? Why do I still have you here? Well, you're going to be really pissed when they start fucking shutting you off. Yeah, I've already, they're on it, by the way. So, how do you think I figured out how to shut you down? Hope you're still watching. Of course you are. You want me to turn it off for a second so you can prove to me? Never mind. Normal candidate. Apparently you won't be a normal candidate. Anyways, peace out. I'll be back. Bye.